Wes is here. Jason is here. Martin is here. Hello, hello. Millionaires. Dandelion gum. 145 on the thumbnail. In the thumbnail. Yeah. Yes. You got it. You got it. On the thumb in the thumbnail. You got it. You also got the joke. Linda, did you find where I put Linda? Alexandra's here. Linda, did you see where I put Linda? Because I also wrote Linda in the thumbnail. I actually zoomed in using paint and it doesn't say decoy. Hello, everyone. I'm in the shade. I can't be in the sun. And I'm also looking jacked. Holy shit. The lighting is really working in my favor today. It's good. That's good. That's good. It's good. See if we can get some conversations. I'm here. Hello, Ben. Mel and Steve are here. Amazing. Smarty is here. Nice. Referring to themselves at the third person. I don't mind that. Okay. I'm just going to put the signs and we're going to be starting this thing. We're going to be starting it. Okay. All is good. Alexandra's here. Like the stream. Renee is here. And thanks to Renee, we will also be live on TikTok soon. So we'll get even more viewers. We got to get those people watching. We got to get more people to be vegan. Really didn't like going to the slaughterhouse yesterday, okay? So this is the goal from now on. Make as many people as vegan as possible so that we close down those fucking awful places. I had to shower twice. Well, I showered 3 times essentially since then, but I had to shower twice yesterday alone because of the fucking smell. Like when I wanted to go to bed, I just still had that smell on me. Fucking horrible. Horrible place. Sorry for swearing, but it's just a horrible place. Chip, you get me through tough times. Thanks, love. Appreciate you, Steven. Appreciate you for being here. You guys want to have a conversation? Are you okay being live on YouTube?
No problem.
Okay. Nice. How old are you?
25, brother.
25. Okay, that's good. You want to come here to the chair review?
No problem, brother.
Nice. What's your name?
My name is Adnan. What's your name?
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Where are
to
you
meet
from?
you. I'm from Bosnia and Herzegovina, bro. And you?
Bosnia. I'm from Romania originally, but I live here.
How long are you here?
10 years.
10 years. And how do you like in Amsterdam?
Love it.
Yeah?
Do you live here? Where do you live?
No. I live in Germany, but
Yeah.
today I'm on a vacation a little bit,
Nice.
enjoying Amsterdam.
Where in Germany, by the way? Berlin or?
No, Hagen. That's near Dortmund.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. I know where that is.
Okay.
So I want to ask you, I'm an animal rights activist. I'm here to speak up for animals. How do you feel about animals?
Which animals?
Just animals in general.
In general,
Yeah.
best friends.
Best friends. Do
Okay.
you think we should put animals into gas chambers?
Gas chambers.
Yeah.
No.
No.
That's against every law.
That's
like-
against every law?
Yeah.
Well,
I
no,
think-
it's actually legal to put animals in gas chambers.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah, well, around Amsterdam, I just went yesterday to a slaughterhouse where they put chickens in gas chambers.
In gas chambers, and
Yeah.
they sell it like meat.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that happens a lot. A lot of
Oh.
animals are put. Do you know why they kill chickens in gas chambers?
Why?
Because you can kill a lot more chickens that way.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's like euthanasia.
No. It's incredibly painful for them because when you smell CO2,
Yeah.
your body produces carbonic acid, which burns you from the inside out. So it's very, very
And
bad.
you're eating that meat. Like.
Do
I
you
didn't
consume
know
animal
that.
products?
I didn't hear.
Do you consume animal products?
I have to be honest. I'm Balkan man. All Balkans. That's our meal. Three times a day. I have to be honest.
Do you think you need to consume animal products?
Well, in general, we humans are not so. What's the right word? Animal lovers. We are herbivores.
Okay.
We have to eat plants, but society put us that we have to eat meat.
Oh, okay. So you know that we don't have to consume animal
Well,
products.
yeah. Look at you. You don't eat meat.
Yeah,
100%.
exactly.
You don't eat.
So why do you think that then it's okay for you to consume animal products, right? Because you understand that some animals are specifically exploited to death for you,
Yes,
right?
yes, but that's put on us from the beginning of our lives. You know.
Yeah, yeah,
You
but
have to eat meat.
not in the past. Going forward, why do you want to continue doing it?
Well, because I think right now for me, for my growth, for everything, I need a little bit of red meat.
Why do you think you need that? You
Because
need a little
blood.
bit of cancer?
No,
Well,
no.
red meat is carcinogenic.
Really?
Yeah.
For all human
For
or?
15 years already, we know that. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that
It increases
information.
your chances of colon cancer. Yeah.
Yeah, so every meat or what?
No, red meat specifically.
Red meat
Yeah,
specifically.
white meat is only above 100 grams.
But look, our society told us, yeah, red meat is the best. Red meat gives you
Yeah.
everything, blood vessels, everything.
But even if that weren't the case, how is it fair towards the animals, right? Because I'm an animal rights activist. How is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
fair
I
towards the
understand.
animals to choose to kill them when there's no need for it?
And when they cannot defend themselves.
And when they cannot defend themselves. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but we human, we exploit everything, brother.
Yeah.
Everything. We exploit other humans.
Yeah. But that's not right, right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
And if you could choose between exploiting a human or not exploiting a human, you would choose to not exploit them, right?
Of course, of course.
Yeah. So then why not give the same respect to other animals?
People, bro. People in general, people.
Yeah, but you do that also, right?
Yeah,
And do you just do it because everyone else does it?
of course. Because
Do you
my
just
mother.
follow what everyone
Yeah,
else does?
bravo, bravo. My mother and my father from
But you
my,
don't think for yourself?
no,
You don't think for yourself?
no
Why
for food
not?
and no that's not.
Come on,
Bro.
man. You gotta think for yourself.
Yeah, but
You're 25.
yeah, but
You're gonna go
but
in life. You need to think for yourself.
yeah, but plants, bro. Plants can really give you
Yeah.
this.
Look at this. What do you mean? Look at this.
Sexy, bro.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah.
Sorry, brother. I have to go. I don't know where my family
It's
went.
okay. Let me give you a card. Okay. Thank you for stopping by.
No,
There's
no
a
problem,
documentary
brother.
here called Dominion. Can you give that
Okay.
a watch?
No problem, brother.
Okay. Have a good one. I'll just give
Thank
you
you
a
so
test.
much.
Have a good one. Cheers. Conversation was going nowhere. No point. It's fun. It's so funny when people tell me that. Yeah, I just do what others are telling me to do. It's like, okay, what the fuck? Yeah. Oh, 40-year-old vegans is here. Animals are cute and delicious. Yeah. Yeah, so are humans, aren't they? Humans are cute and delicious, therefore it's justified to exploit them to death. Someone's was honest for once. Well, yeah. Did you put my name in invisible ink or something? No, Linda, I put it somewhere on the thumbnail. I'm not gonna tell you where though. Chip really likes people touching him. Not. No, I don't like it. No, but it's okay. Sometimes I get prepared mentally before all of this. You know, I get prepared mentally. Really early to be doing this on a Saturday. Yeah, well, I'm trying to not catch the freaking ultra heat, and also later I have plans with other vegan friends. So you know, I want to do some activism before I do all that. Right? Is this Amsterdam? Yes, I am in Amsterdam. Yes. I'm in Amsterdam in the shade. I'm trying to be in the shade. Should probably hit the gym. Yes, I should probably hit the gym. Look at my lats. Like, look at this. Look how much I grew, huh? That's pretty good. I've been working on that. I've been working on my lats. Do you have any friends that are not vegan? I have very few non-vegan friends left. Yeah, very, very few. And only because I knew them since childhood, and I appreciate them as people, and I know that they don't really acknowledge that what they're doing. They don't know the better of it. Chip's arm is bigger than my entire body. No, it's not, David. Stop with you. I'm kidding. No. Continue. Continue. Say more. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm in a jokey mood. Can a vegan be ableist, everyone? That's the question. Can a vegan be ableist? Hmm? Can you be vegan and an ableist? Because it's kind of contradicting, isn't it? It is very contradicting to say, oh no, I think animals deserve equal rights, well, not equal rights and opportunities, but not to be exploited. But then you're somehow an ableist and still say, well, they can't do all the things that we can do, so you know they're inferior or something, right? That's kind of weird. I want you to flex every 3 minutes for the next 90 minutes. That's gonna be a lot of flexing. I don't think I can do that. You did F gain like F for in on your arms, dude. What the hell are you doing? You should post your exercises because they work apparently. You just have to be consistent, bro. A lot of people think that there's some special types of exercises. I just do the casual deadlift, bench press, overhead press, squats, lateral raises, the classics. And you just do that repeatedly. You have to be consistent. Consistency and training hard. That's all it is. You don't get gains like that without animal products. Well, how do you think I got there? Without animal products, huh? It's also the lighting here. The lighting really flatters me. Tell you what, huh? When I look at home, I'm like, I look small when I look at home. But then when I look here, I'm like, holy shit, the lighting is good. So it's not that. Look at that van behind you. Ah, shit. Meat Street. Yeah, I've seen them around. Yeah, I've seen them around. It's not the first time I see them. In fact, I think they go to one of the restaurants here to give meat. I think that's what they do. But I've also seen them give meat to like butcheries, and a lot of them are like, a lot of people think that they go to a butchery and they somehow get more ethical meat or something. But the same vans go to them. The same vans that go to all the supermarkets and all the restaurants. Did those muscles take a whole lot of soybeans? I don't know, just a lot of working out. I think people overestimate how much protein they need. So, soybeans, sure. I ate a lot of soy. I eat a lot of soy, a lot of tofu. I also have protein bars nowadays. Nowadays, I'm kind of addicted to protein bars. I need to stop eating so many. It's just so good, man. They're like candy, but with protein inside of them. Oh no, another person who respects animals, Muppet. Yeah, this is a bit problematic here, huh? That the vans stop like that. It's a bit. If the vans keep stopping like this, then it's gonna be taking away from my audience, huh? Like I can't capture people. This guy already took somebody from me, but we'll see. You wanna have a conversation? You wanna have a conversation? Hey, Chip, respect for yesterday. I know it was difficult. Honestly, yesterday I didn't know how to feel. It was a very weird day. I cried in the gym today. I'm not gonna lie. While I was doing squats, I cried. It just hit me like all of a sudden it just hit me because I started reading about why they use gas chambers. I started reading because this guy was saying that they're more humane, and I was curious: are they actually more humane? What's the deal? I started reading about it, and actually, no, they're fucking horrific. They're worse. In fact, they're worse than stunning or anything like that. But the reason why they use it is because they can just kill a massive amount of animals all at once. But it's horrific for them because when they breathe it in, it forms carbonic acid, like I was telling this person, and just feels like they're burning from the inside out. They apparently they go through immense pain before passing out. Like, imagine how fucked up that is. It's just so much more fucked up. And then I just like, I just started crying when I saw that because I'm like, working out, it's hard to breathe when you work out. It was kind of hot. It's like, you have to focus on your breathe and everything, and then you just realize that these chickens couldn't breathe at all, and they just went into the situation where they couldn't breathe at all afterwards. It's kind of fucked up. I don't know. Chip, remember, ideals, you are changing me. I am a dairy farmer. I yesterday cried. Oh, I get you, man. I get you. It's sad, huh? Well, I'm happy that you're at least looking into it and trying to do better. Appreciate that. Honestly, I have days when I'm like, who the hell can we blame for all of this? Because humans are like, most people are like, well, I don't know what I'm doing, and farmers are like, I've always done it for this reason, and so you wanna have a conversation? I don't know if tank top is a good idea. I might be intimidating to people. peptides or roids. Nah, bro, just regular old working out and eating properly. I'm also very oiled up because of the incredible heat, so I also look better because of that, right? Like, yeah, Chip, I think raincoat would attract more people. I feel like, fuck that. It's so hot, man. I'm in the shade and it's hot. I can't imagine how it is in the sun. It's freaking hot today. And there's just no wind where I'm at. So, do we count us humans in the 90% of soy being fed to animals? No, we don't, obviously. We're talking about the farmed animals. This guy just put his van here. Fourth generation's dairy farmer is changing because of you. Well, I appreciate your ideals. I'd love to say that it's because of me, but I just show you. You're the one who's changing. You're the one doing the hard work, and it's it's appreciated that you're open-minded enough to actually consider it and to look into it. Not a lot of people have that courage to do so. So that's very nice. You should definitely give yourself a pat on the back for that. Hey VPM, nice to see you here. Those arms. I wanted to train arms today, but I was so tired after all of it that I'm like, I'm not gonna train arms. Those arms I always leave them at the end. I never train arms, and I know that that I should because they're so good for all the other exercises. But I always put them at the end, and I never when I get to them I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna train them. No point. You guys wanna have a conversation? Was that the only color of microphone they had? No, I just really like pink. Pink is a cool color. I'm loving pink. It's a really nice color, isn't it? Suits me well. Hey, he's leaving. You wanna have a conversation? Yay.
Stop.
I do have a suspicion that wearing a costume would attract more people. Yeah, I also think so. I think I'm gonna get the cow suit more from Chiara. I wanted to buy one, but I couldn't find that one as good as she has. I really would like a cow suit. That's a really good one. The pink pops with the two shades of blue. Kind of does, yeah. You're right. I mean, Alexandra made the sign specifically to pop with the pink, so she's the talented one. I'm just the one reaping the benefits of her talent. Also, as I say, I'm just the one reaping the, I don't know, non-arguments. There's nothing you can say against veganism, so. How old are you?
I'm 13 years old.
13. Is it okay if he's live? I'm live on YouTube.
All right.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Absolutely.
Okay. I won't record you because you're young. You want to come here? Yeah,
all right.
Nice. What's your name?
Wilson.
Wilson, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Wilson, I'm an animal rights activist. I'm here to speak up for animals. How do you feel about animals?
I love animals.
You love animals. Yeah. So I'm going to throw this hypothetical example out there. Say, for instance, if I have a dog and I give them an excellent life, I have them from a puppy, I give them an excellent life. And I actually got them for this reason. When they reach the age of 2 years old, I shoot them in the back of the head.
Oh, wow.
Then I use their body as a punching bag.
Oh my
Do you
God.
think that's right, or is it wrong what I'm doing?
Absolutely not. That's wrong.
That's wrong?
That's very
Why is that wrong? Because I do need to exercise, right? I got to keep the muscles.
Well, Oh wow. Oh. Jeez.
Why do you think it's wrong?
Well, because it would have lived a full life. It would have lived a full happy life probably until you shot it, and then it's just disrespectful to it to use
But
it
why
as
is it
a punching bag.
disrespectful? I do need to exercise, and I choose to do it by killing them.
Wow. Ah. You're using its body to exercise instead of using another means like metal or just using your own body to exercise, and that's not right.
Okay, so is it safe to say that if we have an alternative, it's wrong to harm an animal?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you think that in the production of food, clothing, or other situations, we have alternatives which don't harm animals?
I think as a society we should all look for alternatives. We should all be looking for alternatives in every possible way
Yeah.
instead of harming animals.
Yeah. Do you think that that means everyone should be vegan?
Wow, just based off of like how like world hunger crisis and stuff, I don't think we could yet, but
Wait, what? What's the world hunger have
or
to do with it?
well, just because if there's like if there's a lot of people, sometimes it's hard to find food for that many people that doesn't involve meat sometimes.
Yeah.
So, and that's if you can not eat meat or eat something like any alternative foods, it's definitely better to do, especially if you are in a place of financial stability where you can.
So let's put it this way. If you have the option and it's a viable option for you to not exploit or kill an animal for whatever reason, as we said, exercise, food, clothing, or anything like that, then we should choose the option and not the exploitation part, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? Do you have other options? Are you vegan?
I'm not totally vegan, but I do try to steer away from eating meat sometimes and choose the like more humane. If I do eat meat, I try to choose the more humane, like pasture raised.
Why only sometimes though?
Well, to be honest, I like the taste of meat sometimes, and it's hard to stay consistent when you're not constantly thinking about that animal had a life, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, but do you think that taste would justify what they go through?
Absolutely not. I
No.
think it's just normalized as a society.
Ah, okay. And you just go along with it because it was normalized, right?
I
But you
think-
acknowledge that it's bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
it makes me kind of a hypocrite.
It does. It does. You're right about that. But you're smarter than most people I
Oh,
speak to, so
thank
that's
you.
good. That's good, you know?
Thank you.
Like a lot of people don't realize that they are hypocrite about it. And what do you think we should do if we're hypocrites about this?
I think as a society we should move forward in our we should move forward in what we normalize. I think to the future we should normalize thinking about the animal more, making sure that every company is forced to if they're going to produce meat or animal products, let them live a long happy life, let them live and let them die humanely, and we should make sure that that is
So let them die, not kill them.
or I mean like if they are to kill them, make sure it is absolutely humane, that they are not scared, they're not hurt when they die.
But wouldn't that still be unfair? You see, how old are you now? You said 13?
13 turning 14 soon.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Congratulations. So I'm wondering, like, do you think at the age of 70 you'll be like, I want to die now?
Mm. I like to think about like if you are animals hunt each other for food all the time.
Yeah.
So if we are more intelligent than other animals, and we also need to hunt them for food, then we should at least do our.
But we don't need to, right?
We don't need to. Yeah.
That's the thing.
So we should, if we are to make meat or animal products, we should make sure it's very humane. But since we, as a species, are evolved enough not to
Need it.
not to need it, then we should work to find
Yeah.
alternatives.
So the way I like to explain to people is, so you go about in your life and you make choices, and there's around 100 animals each year that have your name on them, right? So when you choose to buy an animal product, and I don't just mean meat, by the way, dairy products, eggs, all of these, an animal gets exploited to death for you. And that means they get treated like an object and killed, right? So when we think and we say, yeah, but I'm only doing it once a week, sure, that's better than doing it every day, but that still means you put an innocent animal to a slaughterhouse to exploitation, right? For example, yesterday I went to a chicken slaughterhouse that's outside of Amsterdam. Do you know how they kill chickens here?
How do they kill chickens?
They put them in Somebody just pooped badly. A pigeon just pooped badly over there. They put them in gas chambers.
Gas chambers?
Yeah,
Do you know if the chickens feel pain or fear?
they do. They feel a lot of pain. They put them in CO2 gas chamber. So when you, it's the same for us as it is for them. When you ingest CO2, your body produces carbonic acid. You start panicking, and you produce. Now, on top of the carbonic acid, you start panicking. So their death is something like incredible panic, alongside with a feeling of burning from the inside out.
So you think that's because it's the cheapest way to kill them, and
It's the
staying as
fastest
humane
way.
on
It's the
okay,
fastest because they kill a lot like that, right? They just put a lot of them in one place and they kill a lot of them.
Wow.
It's insane, huh?
Okay,
Yeah.
so sorry. I do
No
have
worries. Thank you for stopping by. Maybe the most important speech you'll ever hear is not gruesome. It just talks about dairy, eggs, and all of that. You can learn about what it is, and you can make choices for yourself. Okay.
Proteins that you rely on.
Well, I generally get. I mean, obviously, I go to the gym. You can tell. I generally have a protein shake afterwards. You can have, just like there's whey protein. There's also plant-based protein.
Yeah.
And I generally just eat like tofu. I replace any meat product with tofu, tempeh, or seitan. I'm very lazy that way, but you can obviously have meals. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much for talking to
Thank
me.
you. Yeah, no worries. Have a good one.
Bye.
Cheers. You also have my YouTube channel there if you want to watch yourself. Yeah.
I'll follow you.
Cheers. Nice kid. It's nice to see when oh, another slaughterhouse. Look at that. Another van for slaughtering. It's nice to see that kids are more intelligent, that some kids are smarter and they're willing to listen, But I can't be very strict with children. I'll be stricter with adults, but with children, no. His mom was here. What kind of meat do you have there? Is it chicken? Do you know how they kill chickens here?
Oh my God.
Do you know how? Gas chambers. Are you okay supporting gas chambers? I'll let him do his work. Yeah, I'll let him do his job. Just telling him.
Sure.
Can I have a conversation? Leave a guy alone? I did. I just asked him a question. What do you mean? Unlike you, I understand the meaning of letting people be and not bothering them. I just tell them some stuff from time to time. People should know what it is that we're doing. We shouldn't just hide this kind of stuff. You wanna have a conversation? This is a really good place to just yell out facts at people. Discord after? No. No, I have plans after. But you can go on Discord. There's other people who you can have a conversation with. A pigeon just pooped so much here. That's impressive, bro. Like I think it was a coordinated effort between 2 or 3 pigeons to try and poop there. I don't even know who they thought they're pooping over, but like they generally both or all three of them pooped at the same time. There's five of them. All five of them pooped at the same time. That's a coordinated effort for sure. How nice would it be, for pigeons to understand us? How nice would it be that when we get one of those really insensuous people who are like, I don't give a fuck about animals, that pigeons just stop pooping on them. Oh, whoa, bro, I would just feel like, fuck yeah, the world is amazing. You know, that would just be like the best karmic thing ever, wouldn't it? Why don't we poop together? Animals do it in the wild. You wanna have a conversation?
I don't have that good English.
We can try if you want.
You wanna ask something?
Yeah, it's about animals.
Yeah.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah. Okay. Don't ask difficult
You wanna come here? No, no, no. It's not. It's nothing too difficult. Like, how do you feel about animals? Like, how do you see animals?
I really love them. I think they can bring us a lot of joy.
Yeah.
Joy, and they are so cute. And I just love them.
What's your name,
Yeah.
by the way? I'm Chip.
Leonardo, yours?
Leonardo. I'm Chip.
Check.
Yeah. So, do you think animals deserve to be treated nicely by us?
Of course, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think that includes us maybe killing them?
No.
That's not nice.
No, of course not.
No. But do you think that certain animals we choose specifically and we give them life specifically so that we can kill them?
I mean, this is a complicated situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think in this case, it's more acceptable. I don't think is good, but it's more acceptable.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
That's very well put. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's true. It's
But I really don't think like killing animals is nice. Any animal.
But who are you in this position? Do you pay for animals to be killed?
Kind of, yes.
Kind of. Okay, but why?
You know
Because you
why?
said it's bad, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. Sometimes you just live in a society that you follow people.
You just go along with it.
I'm trying to eat less meat. For example, I don't eat lamb. I just eat like fish or chicken because sometimes I think, oh, they take like the small lamb from their mother while
do
they are
that.
kid, and I feel bad sometimes. But yeah, I just
But they
follow
do the
the
same to the
society.
chickens. What do you mean?
Yeah, I know, but so like I don't know how to explain this, but I'm trying to eat less meat. I think about them, but I still eat, doing this. I know this is bad, but it's so hard to explain because I was born like this and now I'm 31 years old. It's so difficult to don't eat. I know it's bad because you kill them, but yeah.
But what do you want to do? Let's first establish that. What do you want to do? Do you want to stop
I think
doing it?
I want to try to eat less first.
Less.
Less, like at least try one day don't eat like meat. But yeah,
But
I think
imagine, like, if I once per week I say let's kill a dog so that we can eat them. I do it once a week only. So why would that be bad?
it's, as I told you, it's still bad.
Yeah.
But I think I cannot just start like, okay, tomorrow I'm not going to eat
Why not?
because it's difficult.
What's
It's
so
not that.
difficult?
It's not that.
Do you live here
work.
in Amsterdam?
No, I live in one city, 1 hour away from here,
Yeah.
and I'm from Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
But you have so many options here in the Netherlands, don't you?
we have actually. Yeah, sometimes I try to eat something like vegan or what in the other name, vegetarian. But still, sometimes my body needs some like protein from the animal.
Why
I
would
know
your body need protein from the animal?
because I was born like this.
Yeah.
When like I don't know. I just was born like this.
Yeah. But I was
And
born the same way,
I
right?
feel weak
Yeah.
if I don't eat like the certain quantity of protein in my day. But I know it's just like it can be just for like 3 months, and after like I change my
Habit.
diet, yeah, my habit, my body's gonna get to used to do this. But for now, it's so difficult. It's the same with sugar, for example. I know sugar is bad for my body, and I know if I eat animal, it's bad for the animals. But we still doing this, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you still do it, right? Not we.
I still,
You
I
still do
mean,
it.
we like most
Yeah.
of the people because you guys like vegan people and vegetarian, they are not majority. So I talk
Yeah.
like for most of the people.
But vegetarians, by the way, they still do the same things to animals. I don't know if you're aware of that.
They just like eat like the milk, and
Yeah.
I mean it's less than to eat.
But do you know what
like,
they do to cows for milk?
I know they take from them, but I don't know how is it, like
Well,
how they
why
take
does the
it.
cow produce milk?
Huh?
Why does the cow make milk?
Coming milk?
Why? What's the reason that the cow makes milk?
because they need to feel to feed their babies, the
Exactly.
small cows.
So they have to have a baby, right?
Yeah,
Do you think they get pregnant when they want to, or do you think farmers impregnate them?
for sure. Like if they are not living the farm with a family, they make them to.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
I would find that unfair already that we say we decide for you when you get pregnant. Then we take away their babies. Do you know why they do that?
just maybe to keep. I don't know, but I think just to keep the milk for the people. Yeah,
Exactly, exactly. Because
yeah.
if the baby stays with the mother, they drink the milk. If the baby is born male, they don't produce milk. So what do you think happens to them?
They kill.
Yeah, either straight away or they grow them up to 2 or 3 years old and then they kill them. And if the baby is born female, they suffer the same fate as their mother. Repeated impregnation,
Mm-hmm.
babies taken away, exploited for their milk, and then they also get killed around the age of 6 years old.
Yeah,
And cows can live 24 years. Do you know why they kill them so early?
maybe because of the meat is bad. I don't know.
Sometimes that, but most of the times it's because they just their their milk production declines. They can't
Mm.
get them pregnant. You know, it's like they're no longer a good milk making machine.
Yeah, no, I know. It is
Would you
really
want to
bad.
be treated that way?
No, for sure not. And I would never do if it's an animal, but I know if I pay, if I buy it from the, I'm doing this.
So if you were in the position of the animal, what would you want your oppressor to do? Would you want them to say, "I'll only oppress you, maybe him, maybe another person, and then I'll stop," or would you want them to say, "No, stop immediately until they get to you"?
Stop it immediately.
Yeah. So well, isn't that what you should do also then?
Yes, but I say in theory that is easy, but
Yeah.
like in practice it's not that easy, you know.
I can give you some resources to help you out with that.
Okay, I want to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me help you. So there's a thing here called Challenge 22.
Mm-hmm.
They hook you up with a dietitian. They send you
Mm-hmm.
recipes every day, and they help you go
Okay.
vegan. All you got to do is subscribe to the website. It's free.
Okay.
And they just send you recipes every day. So
Okay.
protein, uh, money. So if your concern is financial,
Mhm.
they also help you with all of that.
Okay, thank you.
But I just want you to learn more about it. So there's a documentary there called Dominion. Can you give that a watch?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, Dominion or the most important speech you'll ever hear. They both appear when you scan this QR code. All of them are when in this QR code. Okay.
Yeah, I will do it. Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you.
This is the Instagram.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm live on YouTube though, so that's my YouTube
Ah,
channel.
okay, okay.
Watch after. Thank you.
Yeah, you can watch it after. Yeah,
Okay,
you're on
thank
YouTube.
you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good one. Nice people. We're getting honestly. We're getting a lot of honest people on the streets, huh? Great job. Appreciate you. Well, appreciate you right back. Thank you. Ever finished teletext calls vegans a joke? I don't know what that means. But if you're new to the channel, everyone, welcome. Hit that like, subscribe if you're enjoying this stream. Subscribe if you're enjoying my muscles. I am well built. I come in the gym. I go there. I pump up my muscles, and then I come in the gym. It's all good. I'm going to try to be vegan from today forward. Says Cat Jam Mango. Oh fuck yeah, amazing Cat Jam Mango. Appreciate you. I so appreciate it when I see people saying that in the chat. You know, I appreciate you. Can we get some W's in the chat for Cat Jam Mango? That's amazing. That's amazing that they're trying. Can we get some W's in the chat for Cat Jam Mango? Yeah, thank you. Amazing, amazing. How tall am I? I don't know, 180, 5'10", 5'11", something like that. People still use teletext. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Who even has a TV these days? I think I have one, but I haven't turned it on forever since forever. I don't even have like cable or anything like that. It's crazy that teletext still works. It still works. Holy crap! I'm wondering who's maintaining that, Renee. I'm wondering if it's like, because nowadays I just feel like all that stuff can just be done automatically by AI or something. You should tell Carnes what you do to non-vegans in city skylines. Oh, felt like that isn't even it. I'm gonna start a series, I'm gonna start a series of playing city skylines, where I put car nests in a really interesting place. I create a shit mode, and it's all good. It's all good. No cracked has ever said that, and how would you know? You're probably a crackhead if you know that. I don't know what you're talking about. So in Germany, some channels discontinue teletext, but there's still a lot who have it. Poor technicians. Yeah, I can imagine that. You wanna have a conversation? Okay, have a good one. City Skylines 1 or 2? Well, I play 2 now. I used to play 1, but I play 2 now. You know, I've been actually asking myself, um, I've been questioning whether it's okay to ask people, do you want to have a conversation or not? Women specifically. And, you know, if they look at me, I'll ask them. Otherwise, I'll try not to ask because I just don't want to put them in a position where they have to. Sometimes I feel like some may not reject it because they feel like they can't or something. So I don't want to be in that position, you know? So I think from now on, I'll just, the people who look at me, those are the people who I'll ask now. I just don't want to be one of those people who like, you know, puts in, like been seeing these videos of people who wear the Facebook, the Meta glasses, and then they go to people to ask them stuff. And I feel like that's not consensual or something, or it's kind of awkward. Want to have a conversation? And I feel like I don't want to be that person, especially towards more vulnerable people or people who I have power over, essentially. So, yeah. Teletext never lies. No. How could it? It's written by humans after all. It's impossible. Even if it was written by AI, it would still could lie because AI also lies. Amsterdam? Yes, this is Amsterdam. Yes. Can I have a conversation? See, if they're looking, I'm like asking. Hey, anti-vegan ninja. Why am I dumb? Because I hurt your little feelings? Oh no. Are people getting upset in the chat? Don't get upset. Just understand. We're here. Can I have a conversation? We're here speaking for the animals. We're here trying to explain that there's no reason to exploit animals to death. You know, that's all we're saying. It's not really that difficult. It's not really that deep, and there's no need to be upset. Stop justifying violence. Start actually thinking for yourself. Is violence really justified for pleasure, for tradition, or because you've always done it or something? Can I have a conversation? You know, there's no need for any of that. There's no need for any, like, that's the thing about veganism. It doesn't even require debate. It just, some people just come in here and they're like, oh, I'll find the gotcha for you. Even if you do find a gotcha, you'll find a gotcha for one person who maybe didn't understand the argument well enough. But the reality is, there's no gotcha against it. There's no morally relevant, there's no good enough moral to say that it's okay to exploit a sentient being for an optional product, regardless of what that of who that sentient being is. Whether they're a human, a cow, a chicken, a dog, a pig, doesn't matter. There's no moral, there's no, there's no way you could believe that exploiting somebody to death is okay. And if you think it is, then you should find it okay also when somebody does it to you. In fact, you should probably find it preferable when somebody does it to you if you think that's okay over the alternative. I filmed an adult with my glasses and asked for consent while filming. It's the same. It kind of feels awkward than a big camera on their face. Yeah, but if you ask for consent, that's fine. The problem is when you don't ask for consent. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of influencers who don't ask for consent. People think we wouldn't have phones if everyone went vegan. Well, Tufty, that's insane. Can I have a conversation? Insane to think you wouldn't have phones if everyone went vegan. That's yeah. See, like GTXO is like you literally say non-vegans oppress animals, yet you use animal products every day. Well, GTXO, if you claim I use animal products every day, provide me with an alternative. And if you have an alternative, now also tell me that you use the same alternative. Otherwise, you telling me You use animal products every day. It's just a. You wanna have a conversation?
I. What about
Animals.
English?
Yeah, English. Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah.
How old are you?
34.
Okay, I had to ask. You look young, so I want to make sure you're not like 17 or something. I don't know. Nice. What's your name?
Shauna.
Shauna. I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Where are you from, Shauna?
England.
England.
Yeah.
Love it. Shauna, I'm an animal rights activist. I'm here to speak up for animals. How do you feel about animals?
I love animals. I love
Oh.
cats.
You have cats?
Yeah, cats.
Cats?
2 cats, yeah.
Yeah.
2 girls.
2 girls. Do you see them as having a personality of their own, or do you see them as like just like I don't know objects around the house who do whatever they
Got a
want?
personality of their own.
They got
Our cat is obsessed with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
Definitely
so,
got a
so do you think animals are individuals who think and feel for themselves?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and we should treat them as such, right? We should treat them as individuals.
Just
not
like
as
you would
others.
treat humans.
Exactly.
100%. Yeah.
And I'm going to put a hypothetical out there. So it's a hypothetical, so don't get upset. Okay, it's not actually
We
happening.
can see. Go on.
Okay, so say for instance, I'll use a cat because you'll have more of a relation to a cat. So say for instance, I take a cat, I give them an excellent life, and at the age of 2 or 3, I don't know when cats stop growing, but at the age of 2 or 3, I shoot them in the back of the head, and then I use their bodies as a punching bag. Would that be moral, or would that be wrong? Would that be right? Would that be wrong? How do you
Wrong.
feel? Wrong.
100% wrong, yeah.
But I do need to work out, so why would that be wrong?
You need to what, sorry?
Work out, so why would that be wrong?
Because it's an animal.
Yeah, but
It's not a punching bag.
they make a good punching bag, so I need to work out.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
But I need to work out. What are you telling me? Why is that wrong?
Punch a punching bag.
Punch a punching bag.
Yes.
So is it safe to assume that it's wrong to harm an animal if there's an alternative?
100%.
100%. I appreciate that. Do you think this applies to all animals?
Every animal.
Every animal?
Yeah, without
And
fail.
also all situations, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So
Yes.
do you think that, for example, for food, for clothing, or all these kind of situations, we are harming animals and we have alternatives?
In what way do you mean?
Like, for
Sorry.
example, for food, we bring them into existence to kill them or to rape them and take their babies away from them so that they can make milk, or we take away their period, like we do for chickens.
I think that's wrong.
Do you think it's wrong the fact that we exploit these animals to death, even though we have
When you put it
alternatives?
like that, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Because
of
the reason why I put this absurd hypothetical, and
Yeah, of course.
it seems so absurd to us, because we just haven't been normalized to it. It sounds absurd, but if you think about it,
Yeah.
it's just as absurd, the idea of bringing to life an animal and killing them when we have the extremely viable
Yeah,
alternatives
I
that
agree.
are also
Yeah,
very good for
When you
us.
put it like that, yeah.
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
yeah.
So, have you ever considered being vegan?
I haven't. No, I'm not going to lie. I don't eat meat that much,
Yeah,
but no, I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know what to eat.
That's fine. That's fine. You learn, right? You learn.
Of course, yeah, you do. Yeah, that's very true.
But do you understand that the argument that I'm making is that if you're not vegan, you are making a choice like that every time you are making a non-vegan choice,
That is true.
right?
It's better for you healthily as well, isn't it?
It can be. It can be. Depends on what you do, right? Like
very
you
true.
can be if you can eat sweets all day and be vegan and be
That's
bad
very
for your
true.
health,
That is very
or
true.
you can eat
That is
healthy
very
and
true.
be healthy, right? Like
That
I
is
don't
very
think
true,
it's a
yeah.
given that vegan
Yeah.
is healthy. I think if I were to put it, I would say that if you're healthy with animals and you're with eating animal products and you're healthy with eating plant-based products, you have a higher likelihood that you'll be healthier with eating plant-based products
Yeah.
because less saturated fat and all that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how many more animals should be exploited to death for you going forward?
None.
None. I don't mean going vegan, huh?
I would try it.
You would try it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Food's about flavour, isn't it? It doesn't matter what it is. As long
Yeah.
as it's nice and flavourful.
Exactly. Do you live here in Amsterdam or do you live in
UK.
you live in the UK? UK
I
is
came here today.
you came here today. UK is did you come by train?
No, flew.
Flew. Oh,
Yeah, we came on
train
a
is so easy, yeah.
Train from the UK.
Yeah, from London. Where in the UK?
Do you know the UK?
Ish.
Near Manchester.
Oh, near Manchester.
So
I've been to Manchester.
So
Okay.
it's not, yeah.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's
okay.
not-
And it's not close to London or something.
No, I didn't. I knew you could get the train to Paris, but I didn't know you could get the train here.
And it's
I did not know.
and it's £35.
We paid like £300 to fly here. We came this morning. It's only a 45-minute flight.
It's called Eurostar Snap, so you can look at
I
it.
did not know that.
Yeah, so
I've
now
got
you
the
know.
French thing. Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, they.
Do you live here?
Yeah, I do.
I like it. I like it here.
Yeah. So let me give you a card. Thank you for stopping by.
You're welcome.
Maybe Dominion is actually partially filmed in UK. Maybe
Okay.
give that a watch. It shows what animals go through. And the Challenge 22, they hook you up with a dietitian. They send you recipes every day, and they help you go
Okay.
vegan. So essentially, you said I don't know how to do it. They help you out with that part. Challenge 22. All of it is here. And also, let me give you a map. Because if you say, this is a map with all the vegan restaurants in Amsterdam. Obviously, all the restaurants have vegan options, but this is
See, my daughter doesn't really eat that much, so she could try this.
perfect.
Thank you.
Thank
What's
you.
your YouTube channel called?
You have it there on my card. It's that chip guy.
Of course. Help if I could read, wouldn't it? Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Have a good one and nice vegan life. Okay. Good conversation. I don't know about that one. I felt like it was good, but I feel like maybe I should have pushed a little bit more. When did you start becoming a vegan activist? How long were you vegan before it started? Maybe 6 months, something like that. Chippy, Tony. I started being an activist sooner, but I only started doing YouTube after maybe like a year and a half or something like that, right? So I was an activist for a while before I went on YouTube. Chipotle today. Good conversation. Thank you. I don't know if it was good. It was good. It was good, but you know, we inform people at the end of the day. You know, that's all we can do is inform people, give them information, and hope they make the right choices. I also tend to think that there is that one thing that you can say to people. For example, somebody told me that what really impacted them was hearing that an animal loses their whole life, their whole existence, for 5 minutes of food or 10 minutes of food, and that just ripped through their thoughts. That just made them like, oh, the hell. She was not closed or knee-jerk defensive. Yeah, she wasn't. So I like to think that on top of informing them, there's also that one thing we can say. But if you say all of them, then it doesn't really work anymore that well. So so you kind of have to figure out what that one is for the people. So maybe you know what? I'll try saying one thing from now on to see which one works. Guys want to have a conversation? Netherlands is also playing today, so there's a lot of people in orange today on the street. Vegan activism is the only hope for change. I mean, I've been meaning to do not just vegan activism. I've been meaning to do more activism for other causes. I've been saying it for a long time now. Hell, I think it's been more than a year that I've been saying it. And I think I'm going to start doing it. Women's rights are under attack nowadays, so I really want to speak up for that. More and more speak about women's rights. I just don't know exactly the situation. I don't know how to start the conversation. But maybe at some point I'll find a way and I'll do it. Hi, you want to have a conversation?
Sorry?
Do you want to have a conversation?
Sorry?
Do you want to have a
Yeah, of
conversation?
course. That's the reason why I
Oh,
came.
nice, nice. How old are you?
I'm 20.
20. That's fine. Okay. Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah, it's fine. How many subscribers do you have?
Oh.
76.
No, like 8,000 subscribers,
Oh,
but
okay.
that's just like 80 people watching. You want to come here?
Yeah.
Nice. What's your name?
Ivan.
Ivan, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
What's
Where
your name?
Chip.
Chip. Okay.
Where are you from, Ivan?
I'm Ukrainian.
Ukrainian.
Yeah.
Oh, I come from Romania, so we're
Oh,
neighbors.
okay. Yeah.
So, Ivan, I'm an animal rights activist. I'm here to
Okay.
speak up for animals. How do you feel about animals?
I love animals.
You love animals?
Yeah, I love rhinos the most.
Rhinos?
Yeah, I like rhinos.
Oh, love it.
Since,
Love it.
yeah, since I was a child, I like rhinos.
Oh, interesting. Why do you like rhinos?
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel it. Yeah.
You just feel it. Okay. Well, how do you feel? How should we treat animals? Should we treat them like individuals or should we treat them like objects?
Like individuals.
Yeah, completely agree. And I'll put this hypothetical out there. So it's an hypothetical, it's not real. And you tell me how you feel, okay? So say, for instance, if I have a dog and I give them an excellent life, belly rubs, the best food, take them to the vet, everything. Tip top. I give them the best time ever, play with them and everything, right? Give them attention. After 2 years, when they're at their biggest, I take them on the back of the house and then I shoot them in the back of the head.
Sorry again.
So when they get at their biggest, as an adult,
Okay.
I take them in the back of my house and I shoot them in the back of the head. And I do all that so that I can use their body as a punching bag.
No, that's
Is that wrong?
very wrong.
Okay, but why is that wrong? That's the question. Because I need to work out and they make a good punching bag.
Because if we would like to treat them like individual, we have to do it 100%. If, for example, let's make a parallel with the children. When the children grow up and you would you shoot in their heads?
No.
So that's my answer.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Do we think you should apply that to all animals? Like,
Yeah, of
if
course.
we have an alternative,
Yeah.
we shouldn't be harming them?
Yeah, every animal, no
Okay.
matter what.
And here it comes. You might be defending it. It turns around. The last
Okay.
question. What about cows, chickens, and pigs? Should we treat them the same?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you've got me. Yeah, actually.
But
yeah.
my intent is not to get you, right? Just to be clear, my intent is not to get you. My intent is to show you the fact that we've normalized something that we shouldn't have normalized. Because when it comes to cats, dogs, or any other animal, we're like, holy shit. This is it sounds insane. But to cows, chickens, and pigs, somehow it sounds it's okay.
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about.
Right.
We have like double standards.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
And it's not fair towards them, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they never chose to be born that way. Do you
Yeah.
think we need to do what we do to these animals?
Actually, we shouldn't.
Yeah.
If we are following this concept, we shouldn't actually.
Yeah, yeah. How do you feel about that? Like, I'm assuming you participate, you consume these products?
I like protein, so yeah, I need to consume it. So yeah,
Well, protein is not coming from animals only, right?
yeah, yes, that's true. But the most amount of protein consists in the chicken fillet. So yeah,
Do you live here in
unfortunately.
Amsterdam?
I live in The Hague. I study in
The
The
Hague.
Hague. Yeah.
Do you know how they kill chickens here in Netherlands?
No.
They put them in gas chambers.
Oh no.
Yeah, they in CO2 gas chambers. So they start panicking. And then they feel a lot of pain because CO2.
Yeah,
when you
understand, yeah.
they form carbonic acid, and it feels like it's burning from the inside out. So a lot of pain and panic, and then they die out. But even if we kill them by shooting them in the back of the head, like I did with the dog, would it be fair to do it to them?
No.
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 No. So then, what's your responsibility in the matter?
Do not consume the product that is made from animals.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever considered being vegan? No. But after this conversation, do you think you should be?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I cannot answer this question.
I told you you're going to
Yeah.
start justifying
Yeah,
now
yeah.
violence.
Yeah. I mean,
But the rhinos are vegetarian, man. The rhinos are herbivorous. They're big as hell. What do you mean? You can be big. I'm big. I'm
I don't know.
plant-based diet.
But is it fine to eat, for example, eggs or let's say milk? Is it fine? Do you think?
No, so for example, for milk, why does a cow make milk?
I don't know.
For their babies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they have to have a baby. Do you think they get pregnant when they want to, or do you think farmers impregnate them?
I don't know. I'm better.
Yeah, that's fine. Farmers impregnate them.
Oh, okay.
Do you think that's fair to impregnate an animal to get milk out of them?
No.
We take the baby away from their mothers once they're born. Do you know why we do that?
To take a milk?
Exactly. Because if the baby stays with the mother, they drink the milk. I also saw it in Romania. We have subsistence agriculture. I think you have the same in
Ukraine,
right?
yeah.
And in Romania, what my grandma did, she let the baby drink a little bit of the milk, and then with a broom, she would shoo the baby away. And after a month or two, if the baby is born male, they're useless because they don't produce milk. So, what do you think happens to them?
Yeah. Okay.
They
Yeah.
kill them.
I should. Yeah. I should.
Yeah.
Think more about this. Yeah.
And the females are also killed when their milk production declines. How old do you think they are? They can live 24 years. How old do you think they kill them?
Much less.
Yeah, 6 years.
I was thinking even 2 years or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
Sometimes 4 is average, but I say 6 just in case, yeah, so it's pretty fucked up, right? Like we torture them and we kill them, all for products we don't need. And it's the same for eggs. They kill the males. The females are killed when their egg production declines. They're made to produce so many eggs that it hurts their body. That's bad.
Yeah, you're true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say true. Yeah.
So what do you want to do about this?
Start thinking about my responsibility towards the animals who are used to produce products for people.
And say you're in the position of the animals, and your oppressor says, I'm going to start thinking about you, whether it's okay to oppress you or not. Do you think that while they're thinking, they should stop oppressing you, or do you think they should continue oppressing you while they're thinking?
So again, I did not get the question. So
Sure. So say you're in the position of the animal,
okay,
right?
yeah.
And your oppressor, the one who's doing
Okay,
these bad
yeah,
things to
yeah.
you, they're thinking about you. They realize that maybe you don't want to be in that position.
Okay.
Do you think that while they're thinking, they should continue maybe killing you, maybe using you, or do you think they should stop while they're
I mean,
thinking?
it's not about the thing; it's about business. So I believe people at such moments they think about money, not.
Yeah, but I'm trying to explain to you, because do you think that while you're thinking about this, while you're getting more informed on this, do you think you should still oppress animals?
No, I shouldn't oppress animals.
Yeah, yeah. So until you decide whether you want to go vegan or not, which is your choice, do you
Okay.
think you should adopt a plant-based diet until then?
Yeah, I should plan my. Yeah, I should plan my life in another way. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me give you a card, okay? Thank you for stopping by.
Yes, thank you so much.
So there's a documentary here called Dominion. It can help you get informed. Or the most important speech you'll ever hear. It's a speech. It also helps you get informed, learn more about eggs, milk, and all that stuff.
Okay.
And Challenge 22, they help you out to become vegan for free. Like they
Okay.
give you meal plans and everything like that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Choose the right thing, because you
Yeah.
seem like a nice guy. Okay. Have a good one. Um, yeah, smart guy. I also like him. Hello. It's funny because I love it when I meet a person and they're Chip, your stream is randomly freezing. Oh, is it? Ah, shit. Sorry, the signal might not be very good here. I don't know where to move. Where I'm not in the sun. Maybe if I'm. Let me. Give me a second. Maybe if I move a little bit, just a little bit, it will be a little bit better. You know, sometimes it's just like being in one place is it's giving me a little bit of a bad signal. So give me a second. For the stream is fine. Stream is fine? Oh, okay. No freezing here. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Well, I moved a little bit either way. Just 1 meter away. And it's actually a little bit better also for me, because now I can put more people better in view. It's not you, it's whoever mentioned it. Okay, okay. Thank you so much everyone for confirming. Thank you. Appreciate it. I love it that people confirm and they're being nice.
So we're ściągamy emocje, żeby nawet.
Linda, did you find your name? He probably bullies animals. Yeah. He was lying. Okay. I'll ask next time. I'll ask. My bad. My bad for trusting that somebody would actually try to be honest, huh? What a messed up thing to do. To lie like that. No, it's invisible. Linda, I'll give you a hint. It's on one of the buildings. Alone, the word vegan seems to trigger many people. They want to defend animal abuse. They don't do that when it comes to bullfighting, rodeo, fur, etc. Yeah, Kuka, and I was thinking for a long time of not using that word, but then I'm thinking. Then I realized that if I'm not using that word, then they may not understand exactly what I mean. So then they may be like thinking they may continue consuming animal products, right? So I'm wondering if the word itself is triggering because of the implications behind it, or if it's triggering because of people just get triggered by the word, right? Like I'm wondering about that. It's kind of because there is a social stigma with the word, right? For some reason. One. Yeah. Bro, how come there's a train on the road? What do you mean? There's no train on the road. That's a tram. 84 here and 32 thumbs up. Oh, yeah, that's true. If you're enjoying the stream, remember to like that stream, everyone. Remember to hit that like, double tap it. Tap the muscles. Come on, tap it. I didn't eat anything for lunch, huh? Well, I did have some protein bars right before because I didn't want to be hungry, but yeah. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive God's mercy. I don't know, vegan Christianity. I don't believe in that stuff. But if you want to believe in that, go for it. My problem is, as I said several times, is when religion is used to oppress others. Chips muscles confuse and enrage on vegans. They do, don't they? Look at that. I got a pretty good back also, huh? Look at the muscle. It's pretty good back, huh? Triceps also. My triceps have always been pretty big. I'm also pretty lean. It's been a lot of work to getting here, though. It's been a lot of work. A lot of consistent day to day working, going there, pushing it, even on days when I don't want to. So, yeah. Wow, amazing back. Thank you, Tufty. Wow, okay, you're actually small as duck. You think I'm small? Ah, bro. I don't think you believe that. Hey, hey, you wanna have a conversation?
Yes.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Actually, no.
You can be off camera if you want, but your
Yes.
voice will still be there.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's fine. Okay, let me record myself then. What's your name?
Beate.
Say that again.
Beate, like Beatrice, short form.
Oh, Beatrice. Beatrice. Is it okay if I call you Beatrice?
Yes, of course.
I'm Chip.
Chip.
Beatrice. Where are you from? Are you from?
I'm German.
German. I thought I would say that. German. Perfect. Do you live here or do you live in Germany?
No, I live in Germany.
Nice. I'm Chip. I'm an animal rights activist. Live here in Amsterdam, and I want to ask you, how do you feel about animals?
About animals?
Yes.
Well, I've got a lot of respect for the life of animals. And of course, I think there is hardly anybody who wouldn't say, I love animals.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the easy part.
A lot of people say that. That's the easy part. You're right about that. Do you think we should treat animals like individuals or should we treat them like objects?
I think we have to change what we've got as legislation, at least in Germany. I don't know about other countries, where they are objects, and we need to change that.
Oh, they are by law objects. I forgot
Yes,
that in
they are.
Germany. Yeah.
So we need to change that in a sense that animals do have feelings. They send. They can. So they are when you hurt them, they feel it. They've got.
Yeah.
So.
Do you know why they have that in the law in Germany?
Well, I think that comes from industrial pets, not pets, industrial breeding.
Yeah, yeah. And for what purpose do you think we breed animals? Like even in industrial manner?
Well, where I live, actually in the north of Germany, there's the highest density of pigs and chicken breeding.
Yeah, yeah. So we breed them for food, for clothing, sometimes for entertainment, and sometimes for our own companionship.
Yes,
right?
of
We
course,
do that.
of course. I've got a dog.
Do you think it's fair to do this to animals, to bring them into existence so that we can kill them or use them?
Well, I'm vegetarian, but I'm not vegan.
Yeah.
So I'm still not totally convinced that we shouldn't eat animals or breed them for eating. But I'm very clear about doing that with respect to their nature, so they shouldn't be hurt. And I also track a lot how some farmers do it responsibly. So I don't think it's fair to buy animal products at the lowest price you can get, because that means suffering for the animals.
But why shouldn't we make animals suffer? Like, why was that bad?
Why shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Actually, I think there shouldn't be a law that prevents you profiting out of nature. I think the point is that I still think that humans are different from animals.
But why shouldn't we make animals suffer? That was my question.
Why shouldn't we make?
Yeah, because you said we
Yeah,
should.
yeah. because they feel they feel this they can
Yeah, they can feel the suffering.
they feel the suffering. Yeah, they feel
And
the
why is
suffering.
that bad? Why is it bad that they
Because
feel the
it's a
suffering?
it's a living creature, and we can't we should see our nature, our earth, as a holistic thing that lives where there are connections between animals, plants, and human beings.
But why is it bad? For example, let me put it this way: why is it bad if I make you suffer?
Because the world would be a bad one if we allowed to
No, but that,
suffer.
not everyone. Just me, you, right? Just these two instances. If I make you suffer, why is it bad for you? Why is it bad
Because you
for you
wouldn't
to
respect
suffer?
me. You don't respect
Okay,
my
then even ignore that. Why is it bad for you to suffer alone? Why is it? Why is suffering bad?
suffering per se is not always bad, but I think it depends on where the suffering comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
if I, for example, if I've got cancer, I need to go through it in one or the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nobody who is, well, probably there's somebody who is responsible for it, but usually it can just happen and I have to cope with it.
Yeah.
Now, I can talk to you and I can tell you that I don't want to be hurt by you because I'm suffering.
Yeah.
So I would.
Because you don't want to, right? That's exactly it.
want
That's
to.
what I was
I
going
don't
for.
want to.
Because you don't want to be suffering, right? Because sometimes, you know, for example, I go to the gym and I'm suffering in the
Yes,
gym.
yes.
It's hard, you know.
But it's your own decision.
But it's my own decision and I want to, right? So when I don't want to suffer, it's wrong for somebody to inflict pain on me, to make me suffer because I don't want to.
Yes.
But shouldn't that then apply also to killing me? Shouldn't that also say then, if I don't want to die also, so why would somebody kill me and say, it's wrong for me, it's wrong for somebody to make me suffer, but it's okay for them to kill me? It just sounds like you want to kill me and therefore you justify that that's okay. But for the same
Okay.
reason, it should be wrong,
Okay.
right?
You know, then again, we have to look at why would I kill you?
For the same reason, for a trivial product,
For
right?
true, yeah, then no.
Yeah, but they're all trivial products. All the products we kill animals for are trivial. We don't need any of them. We don't need to consume animal products. We can be healthy without them. We don't need to wear their skin. We can wear other things. We don't need to use them for entertainment. We can entertain ourselves in different ways.
Yes, but I think food is probably something different.
Why is food different though? Like, because it's still optional food, right? It's not necessary food. I would understand. Food is different because we think of food as necessary, and it is food is necessary, but it is not necessary to consume animal products as food. We can get our nutrition in other ways. So if we can get our nutrition in other ways, why would it be justified to kill an animal? Let me put it in this way. If you're on a deserted island and the only option for you to get nutrition would be to eat a human that is dead, you could justify that and say, you know what, it's the only way for me to get nutrition. I need it.
Yes.
But if there's another alternative, it's not really fair. So it's the same when it comes to animals.
Okay. Let's put it this way. Probably we are not yet there where vegan food is also up to the taste expectations of people.
Is that your situation? Is that why you consume animal
Well,
products?
I'm vegetarian, so I eat cheese and I so for example, that's a good example. So the one who really gets cheese products as variable, as tasty as the cheese that we can currently buy would do a big favor to the vegan development.
Yeah,
But
completely.
that's not true yet. That's
Yeah.
that's you know, cheese
And that's
is-
perfectly fine, right? But and you can name all the benefits you get from this product, but do you know the detriments to the animals for cheese, for example? Do you know what what cows go through for milk?
It really depends on how you breed them and how you keep them. So there,
The standard practice. I don't mean like
I know
a
that
specific.
the calf
Okay.
is taken away at some time.
That's
at
standard.
Some time.
Yeah.
At some time.
There
But
also
you could
the
still
calf.
keep them after the calf is taken away. You still could
The male
keep them.
calves are killed.
Sorry.
The male calves are killed.
Okay, there can be a solution, like for male chicken. Yeah.
They're also killed.
There are solutions. We need to prepare the market for it.
The thing about all of this is when you say there are solutions, a cow eats 30 to 50 kilograms of food per day. So in order to, like, on top of using a lot of land to just produce
I know.
some milk and cheese,
I
which
know.
would be unfair,
So let's take the
you would still be exploiting them.
fractionable steps. Let's get people to reduce their their meat consumption.
Oh, no. I'm very much an abolitionist. I don't think
Yeah,
people
I
should
understand.
enslave less. I think people should stop slavery. when it comes to animals, people should also stop the slavery. It is still slavery. Farming animals is slavery of animals. I know they don't realize that they're enslaved, but it is a form of slavery. We bring them into existence. We use their bodies. We're not concerned with what they want. We're not concerned with what's in their body. The only reason why we treat them well is either regulations, or it makes the product better, or because the consumer wants it. Otherwise, animals would not be treated well. If the meat would taste better by torturing the animals, you better be sure that they'll torture the shit out of them. Because they don't care about what the animal wants. They just care about their body. So they are treated like objects in that manner. And when you say they shouldn't be treated like objects, but still you pay for them to be treated like objects, is that not a contradiction?
But
between you?
I can define animals differently, and that I know that there are legal attempts to do so. So I think we can, and of course the point is about if we still talk about mass production, there will be no change for the animals. That's clear. So I think it's the first step. You know, you're talking to someone who's already probably on the way, but I think there are so many others who still need to go. You know, you don't become vegan from one day to another. So
I
you need
did.
to-
A lot of people did, yeah.
yeah, you changed it, but before there was a lot of thinking in your head, and which made you
Yeah, the minute I realized that I'm participating in an injustice and I have alternatives, I couldn't possibly live with myself knowing that I'm enslaving and killing animals, knowing that I could choose not to.
I'm not convinced that keeping animals in a responsible way, for example, like organic farmers do, that this-
Organic farmers,
Yes.
they do the same things. They take the babies away from the mothers. They kill the mothers when they no longer produce milk, and they kill the babies.
of course the animal is killed in one point in time.
So how is that fair?
It comes to the end question is, are we allowed to kill animals? That's the end
If
question.
there's no necessity, you're allowed to do, but it's immoral to kill an animal if there's no need for it. If there's
I'm
no
not-
necessity,
I'm
it
not
should be
convinced
banned.
about that there is no need for it.
But wait, before we go there, do you agree that if there is no need for it, it's wrong to kill an animal?
Yes and no, because if you look, yes and no, because if you look in the wildlife, there are also animals killed.
They do it out of necessity. They don't know any better, and they don't have alternatives. It's not the same position. I mean, the position
No,
we're
the
in,
point is
where
that
we
you
know
need
better,
to
we have
manage the
alternatives.
population. You need to manage the population.
You need to
To manage the population.
of humans. What do you mean?
No, of animals.
What do you mean by that? I don't
If you
understand.
don't kill a cow, if you don't kill a sheep, and they are, so they would be in wildlife, right?
I
course.
guess, yeah. Well, not really. They're animals that we made, but let's imagine that they would be
What
in
do
the
you do
wild.
with the animals then? So there are millions of pigs in the stables there where I live.
Yeah.
So what do you do with those animals?
You mean like
If you free them,
if you free them, I don't know, put them in a sanctuary?
and then they are not allowed. So you would deprive them of the right to have to have piglets.
Oh no, not at all. No. Or maybe so. I don't know. Maybe
what
so.
happens? Yeah,
I don't know what
if
the
you
best
do so.
solution is for that.
But then what happens with all the animals that are there? If you would need to free them, so they're out there. So what happens?
Well, you can feed them. That you can do, but like, I can entertain this hypothetical scenario that you're proposing, but you do know that the reason why there's so many animals on farms is because we bring them into existence. So the first thing we should stop is bringing them into existence to exploit them. And if we stop bringing them into existence to exploit them, we would have far less. And as more and more people go vegan, we would have less and less animals. And at some point, yes, we will have some animals that we would need to do something with them. And what we would do is we would do what's best in their interest because we brought them into this existence. And if what's best in their interest is to set them free in the wild, we do that. If what's best in their interest is to have them in a sanctuary, we do that. And we can feed them because we anyway subsidize animal agriculture heavily. So instead of heavily subsidizing animal agriculture, we would use a little, way less money to feed the remaining animals that
Yes,
there are.
okay.
Yeah.
So what are your proposal to get to your final vision?
Well, every single person needs to stop demanding the exploitation, abuse, and slaughter of animals. Yesterday, I went in front of a slaughterhouse. So every single person likes to point the finger at somebody else. They know that what they're doing is wrong, but they like to point the finger at somebody else. Some people on the street tell me, why don't you go to the slaughterhouse workers? The slaughterhouse workers tell me, why don't you talk to the consumers? Some of the slaughterhouse workers tell me, why don't you talk to the government? And the government tells me, well, the people asked for it. So then I just use the logic and say, okay, well, I will work with the people who started, the people who demand it. We live in a system that's supply and demand, and the people who create the demand, I'll try to work with them. At some point, we will have to work with governments, but right now, we need less people to stop demanding the exploitation to death of animals.
So, how about the ecological arguments? Is the legislation more open to this?
I mean, I think that's what will get it to change, yeah, because it's obviously monumentally better for the environment to not consume animal products. I think that's the key. I think a lot of activists. I have a friend who works as a lobbyist for plant protein, and the key that he uses is exactly this: less land, less resources, less money to produce the same amount of calories. We could feed more people. People could be healthier. So, you know,
Okay.
that's how we use it. But what about your responsibility? I want to know, because you're responsible for the animals that, like, there's some animals out there that get exploited to death for you because you make these choices.
I'm not. I'm taking my responsibility to a certain extent already.
Yeah.
And
still do it, right? You're still demanding that, or
I still eat, as I said, I don't.
Well, why not stop that?
Because I still think that the food is not yet in the same stage. So I don't want to.
You don't eat cheese.
Yeah, okay.
You can just not eat cheese.
Yeah, but I love cheese. I love cheese. And
Yeah,
I think
but if I love sex, it doesn't justify me forcing myself onto somebody, does it?
no,
If you love cheese, it
but you
doesn't
can take
justify you
responsible
forcing
sex.
yourself
Yeah,
into an animal.
you can have
But what you do is not responsible. What you do is forcing an animal. You call it responsible because you feel better about it. But in reality, an animal is still forced to get pregnant, their baby's still taken away from them, and they still get killed when they no longer produce that product.
So I do my food choice quite consciously. Yeah.
But it's still force. You're conscious of the force, right?
I would still go on eating cheese.
But you're aware you're still forcing animals into slaughterhouses.
So back to the point that where we had the discussion about, is ecological production more responsible? Yes, I think it is. I think it is, and that's my path.
So you don't care about animal rights, you just care about the ecology behind it?
I also care about the situation of farmers. I would always.
Oh, you don't care about that, because if you cared about farmers, you obviously wouldn't put them in a position where they have to be subsidized by the government in order to make a living.
That's now another argument that you mix into the discussion, but
farmers don't have an easy life. I have a farmer right here in the chat who's a dairy farmer. They don't like what they're doing to animals. They know that what they're doing is bad. They do it because people demand it. And not only that, they do it because they've also been entrenched in the system. You giving money to the farmers by claiming I'm doing it for you is like giving candy to a baby and telling them I'm doing it for them. You're not. You're doing it for yourself. But just feel good about
you're
yourself.
forcing me to take responsibility for everybody's actions.
For your own. No, not at all. So just to be clear, you're not responsible for the whole system. But there are some animals out there that have your name on them, and those animals are exploited specifically because you make these choices.
The question is, if they're really exploited, they're killed. Yes.
Exploited and killed. Yes.
They're killed. If they're exploited, I'm not sure.
Well,
let's take a chicken. So
even killing is exploitation.
The chicken walks around on the grass. It's freelance chicken. It gives you the eggs. I eat the eggs.
They don't give the eggs. We take it away from them.
Yes, that's true.
And we bring them into existence to use them for those eggs. And their brother, if they have a brother, their brother gets killed because they don't produce eggs.
That's something that is worked on.
And they also get killed when they're production declines.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
So how's that not exploitation?
They're killed, yes.
So how's that not exploitation?
I wouldn't call it exploitation, because that
how would you feel?
That would also mean that animals do have a conscience.
They do have that, yes.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's a Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness. There's the New York Declaration of Consciousness. Animals are very much conscious. They have emotions, feelings. They think, they dream.
They
They
don't plan.
they plan. Some animals plan. They have morality also. Like they have a lot of stuff that we do. They're just not as intelligent as us. But I don't think we want to say you're less intelligent, therefore it's okay to do this to you. And I want to ask you because how would you feel? You say it's not exploitation, but imagine you're a woman, right? Imagine if somebody used you for what you produce as a woman, right? You have your period, and let's imagine that when you stop having your period, you're no longer good to them. And
I
they
don't.
kill
I
you.
don't see. I don't see the point that animals are on the same level as
You don't
humans.
have to. I'm just asking you if you were in the same position
So that
where
that
somebody
question
who's
is
more
that
intelligent than
question.
you, just somebody who's more, just
Okay.
bear with me, okay? Somebody's more intelligent than you.
Yeah.
They're in a totally different position, and they want to take from you what they want to take from your body, and you give your period. You have your period. They not only they give you food, they force you in a way that you have more and more period. You may not like having your period every day, but you will do it because you know that's what they want. And the minute that you either have less of a period or you no longer have your period, they kill you. Would you not say that's exploitative towards you?
Yes, but that's not a fair comparison.
Well,
Because I can call for my human rights.
well, in this situation, you wouldn't have them. That's what I mean, right? Because
That's
animals
very-
don't have
very-
them. The whole
very
point of
hypothetical, yeah.
the whole point of this hypothetical is to explain to you that it is exploitation. Because when you're in the position of the victim, you would feel as if it's exploitation. And I don't think it would matter whether you realize it's exploitation or not. Just you right now alone, when you know you have your liberty, when you know that somebody should not treat you this way, you see that if somebody does treat you this way, you see it as exploitation. But maybe if you're in that position, you wouldn't feel it that way.
Okay.
But it would still be, even if you don't feel it that way. Do you understand what I mean? Exploitation isn't just if the individual realizes that they're exploited. It's exploitation regardless of that. Like if I exploit a baby, they don't know that they're exploited. Would that make it okay?
Yeah, no, but that's not a fair comparison because there are parents who take care of the baby and who are in responsibility, and they would try to stop it, of course.
Yeah, but if it's my baby and I want to exploit them, it's okay.
Then there would be hopefully a law that stops you doing that.
Yeah, but outside of law, I mean, you see what I mean? Like morally speaking, outside of laws, right? Because laws have to change as we've established, right? And some laws say that animals are objects. Doesn't mean that the law is right or that's okay, right? Laws just 100 years ago, laws were saying women shouldn't have right to vote.
Yes, of course.
So it's insane. Laws weren't always good. Laws sometimes are bad. So we don't take what the law says. We manipulate the law to follow morality. We don't manipulate morality to follow the law. So do you understand your responsibility in the matter? Come back
You're
to that.
squeezing me more and more.
I'm not trying. It feels that way, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm generally looking up.
No,
You seem like a compassionate, smart person, and it's sad. It saddens me when I see a compassionate, smart person know what the right thing to do is and still go ahead with it. Because do you really think that 10 minutes of pleasure of cheese, whatever we get, 10 minutes? Because I don't even know how long we eat. 10 minutes is worth the whole exploitation to death of an animal. Because they go through a lot of bad stuff. It's not just a little bit, you know.
Okay, let's come to an end. Thank you for your challenging, and it will make me reflect.
Okay, I'll give you a
What
card.
you
Okay,
said.
thank you so much for stopping by. If you want to learn more, there's a documentary
Yes.
here and there's a video here that you can.
Yes.
watch,
Okay.
And there's also they on Challenge 22 they help you go vegan for free.
Okay.
Okay. Say it again.
Can you switch off?
Yeah, I mean I'm live. I can't turn off the live. Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. What would you have done if we would have the conversation and would have said afterwards, I don't want to have it streamed, but it's live, it's out there.
Live.
It's
That's
live
why I
out
asked
there.
beforehand. Yeah.
Okay, so that's good.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Okay.
All the best.
And come on, make the right choice. You seem like a nice person. Okay. Have a good one. I don't know. I don't know. How can I get a card chip? I'm not near you. I think somebody can drop all the links that are on my card. They can drop it and the comment because I just have the 3 movies website, but the 3 minutes website is just as good. Maybe some of the moderators can do that.
I need to ask you something.
Sure.
Don't you think it's sort of not fully transparent the topic you're going to place?
Unfortunately, I have to do that because if I'm being fully transparent, most people don't want to stop by. They don't want to take responsibility.
Yeah.
So I have to do it this way. I don't want to do that this way.
But I think it's a sort of a little bit. I was mega happy. I did say
Yeah.
I could have stepped out of the
Yeah.
out of the picture if I would have liked. But I think it would be good to have transparency on what the subject would go to, and
I cannot do that. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just cannot because
But
people. Every
I'm-
time I bring it up, like I have so many. I have people telling me it's wrong to harm any animal regardless of the reason, and then when I bring this up, they start turning around and justifying it. So if I had just said it from the beginning, they would justify it from the beginning. So it doesn't really make sense. I need to establish.
They're trapped and they're.
It's not that. It's not that. It's just I need to establish a moral baseline because you see, when you're in this position,
The moral is also about. So I'm a market researcher, and when we talk to people, we always put a disclaimer first to let them know what happens, and it's also about sort of it's about transparency and fairness towards the people who talk to you.
yeah. I mean, I am being fair. I'm asking them if they want to be live.
But you stream
I'm
live, so
yeah.
you could also say I'm and you ask afterwards if you can.
If I can what?
Send it off.
What do you mean?
Publish it. So there's a live dimension, but you could also do it a different way by saying, can I use your clip?
What do you mean by that? Do you want not? I also recorded it. If you don't want me to use your clip on the recording, I won't use it. But
But you said you're streaming.
I'm streaming. Yeah, that's
So
already
right,
that
so
will
it's already
always be there.
there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. What can I say?
I think it's not totally fair. However, I appreciate your.
I'm just trying to do what's best for the animals. If
But you also need to think about what's best for the people who are here, who are streamed, and
it's best if they go vegan. Yes.
You trade off their personal their presence and the personal picture that they
I cannot erase. You weren't even in the image.
Yeah, I was not, but others would probably be.
Yeah, but everyone is free. They have consent. I get consent, and everyone is free to exit and retract their consent. But I am still live, and there's nothing I can do about that.
Consent is, consent. Consent says you're fully aware what's going to happen, and you've got a perspective on what will happen.
Yeah, I talk about animals, as I just said. It's about animals. Did I not tell you it's about animals? Did I? It is about animals. This isn't about, like, I know you want to make it about food. A lot of people want to make it about that, but it's about animals. I'm here as an animal rights activist. I literally started the conversation by saying I'm an animal rights activist. This isn't about me or you. It's about them. It's about the victims. And if we can make different choices and not create victims, why wouldn't we? That's all it is.
You're very eloquent. You know that, of course. And I think you run people into discussions that they would probably not feel good about to be seen worldwide. And I think that's also a responsibility not only towards animals, but also towards human beings.
I mean, if the people tell me to not make clips out of that, I don't.
Yeah, but you don't know where it goes for. Goes. Yeah. You
What do you mean?
Where it goes. You know. As I said, you squeeze, and it's. I think in one or the other side, it's an imbalanced discussion with the people who stand here.
Why is that? I don't understand. I'm not asking questions where I'm not. I'm just trying to get you to understand your responsibility in the matter. I'm not even like being aggressive or anything. I'm just asking you nicely to not do this horrible thing to animals, to not pay for it. I don't think it's. I don't think it's like even proportionate towards what it is that I'm fighting against, right? Like if you want me to be. If we should talk about proportionality,
proportionality is not the right argument.
Okay, let me ask you this: if somebody would be sitting on the street right here, speaking to people, fighting for women's rights, would you have the same opposition towards them when they find somebody who's violating the rights of women? Would you still say, "Oh, wait, but we shouldn't embarrass them for violating the rights of women"? No, we should embarrass the people for violating others' rights. I'm not even trying to do that. But if people feel embarrassed about violating somebody else's rights, it means you probably shouldn't do it. It doesn't mean that I'm doing something wrong. It means the person shouldn't be violating somebody else's rights.
I'm not saying that well, I'm not saying that you're doing something wrong in your intention, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think how it is introduced, it's not a full consent because the consent doesn't make clear what is going, what is the discussion about.
Again, I try to do what's best for the victims.
Okay, all right.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's all it is. I'm not. If you don't want me to publish the recording, I won't publish the recording. But the live stream will still be there.
Please don't publish the recording.
I won't publish the recording. I'll respect that. Have a good one. Cheers. I have to drink some water. Wow, she really tried very hard about making it about her. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, if us humans would be as intelligent as animals are, and we wouldn't have this cognitive dissonance thing, then I wouldn't need to do that. But unfortunately, it has to be a little bit special because that's the only way I can have these conversations. That's unfortunate. I don't like it. I understand what she's saying, and to some extent, she is right about it. You know, it's not, people don't know what conversations they're getting into about. Maybe I should make it clear that they're welcome to leave once they realize what their conversation is about. But I cannot say what this is about because then I would just have no conversations anymore. So that's the whole thing about it, isn't it? I wish people were different. I wish we could have these conversations without there being any conflict behind it. I do all my best. That's all I do. I try to make the best situation, right? And as I explained to her, if the situation was that the rights of women were being violated, I don't think anybody would have a problem with shaming somebody who's violating the rights of women. And I wasn't even trying to do that for her. I was just trying to get her to understand. Chip, really, we aren't smarter than animals. So if we learn from animals, we will eat meat. No, I don't think we're smarter than animals. In a lot of ways, we're not smarter than animals. What was it? There's animals that you only have to teach them. Like, I think there was this interesting example. I forgot the name of it, where a human needs to touch the stove 5 times before they learn to not touch the stove. A lot of animals, well, at least I don't know if a lot, but let's just put it this way: there's animals out there who they only need to touch the stove once to learn that they shouldn't touch the stove. So, you wanna have a conversation?
Yeah.
How old are you?
21.
21. That's fine. I am live on YouTube. Are you okay being live on YouTube? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You can go. Have a good one. Renee, thank you so much. I think that shame she feels is the least they deserve for enslaving animals daily. Way to attack the messenger and avoid the real victims, fake victims, so fragile about a conversation, but then daring to physically violate others. W, Renee. You know, Renee, I'm not trying to be so harsh. I think a lot of people, like, I don't think she had bad intent. I think she did get a little butthurt, just to put it this way. I think she was a little bit triggered. I think she did realize she's in the wrong. I think she did try to evade her responsibility, a little bit consciously and a little bit like unconsciously. So I don't vilify her. I don't think she's a bad person. I think she just then after she realized that she said something that was wrong, because that's why she came back, right? She came back because she realized what she said was wrong and it's kind of fucked up, and she might look bad for it. And then she came back and said, you know what? I don't want that to be out there. I want to be safe from what I said, from my views. Yeah, I think she felt terrible, but too lazy to find a good vegan cheese in Germany. Well, I think she felt terrible, and instead of, as you said, instead of taking responsibility and being like, maybe I was terrible and I have to change, which a lot of people don't nowadays, she chose the opposite and blamed the messenger. as you said. You said it very well. And Fed, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Remember to hit that like, subscribe if you're enjoying it, hit the notification bell. I do go live almost daily. Well, not almost daily. I do go live more often. Yeah. Lucky her, it wasn't me in front of her. I was very calm and very, very collected and very logical with her, with everything she said. Honestly, like I genuinely was very nice to her, and I'm trying to be more and more nice to people because I understand the position they're in. You know, I get that, but I also really need people to take responsibility and act. I really need that. I really need that from people. You know, like I can't be this way if people don't take responsibility. Even me, like I won't, like you see me, I do this one, twice, three times, four times, five times. And after a couple of times, I also become a little bit less patient with people because I'm like, what the hell? How is it that nobody's taking responsibility? So I need people to also take responsibility of their choices. I need you to be grown up. I need you to actually do what it to act the grown up way. You're feeling bad about your choices. Well, that's it, isn't it? Maybe you need to change. And I think a lot of us, maybe we haven't been in that position where we realize that we did something wrong. Maybe we haven't done a lot of our wrong things. Maybe we haven't, nobody actually showed it to us that we did something wrong. And when you feel embarrassed about it, you lash out a little bit, you know, because that's what I used to do also. But I was wrong so many times and in so many public settings, so wrong in so many public settings that you get used to being wrong. And then it no longer bothers you to learn that you're wrong, and you realize that the best way to handle a situation when you're wrong is to say I'm wrong and try to change. That's the grown up way. That's the mature way, and that's the thing that's the place where most people will see you as good, right? Like, and I'll teach you this, everyone hearing this. If you're in a position and somebody proves you wrong, or you start feeling embarrassed about what you said in front of somebody, take a step back, say, oh shit, I did something wrong. I'm sorry. What can I do to change? Because people will relate to that. Everyone has done that. Everyone does wrong things. You want to have a conversation? Yeah. How old are you? 17. Oh, you can't be on camera, so I'm not going to. Emotional maturity, yes. Honestly, a lot of the times I just feel like people don't realize just how valuable emotional maturity is, just how valuable it is to let go of ego. Ego is is a very bad thing. I think ego is one of those things that just comes like almost instinctively to us. And I think that if you try to let go of your ego, you have no idea how much you will win. It will feel so bad in the moment. You'll feel a little bit humiliated maybe in the moment letting go of your ego. Because yeah, you'll become more humble. But god damn it, having no ego is so fucking good. I also catch myself sometimes with having an ego, and I don't like it. But I try to catch myself more often and change. But god damn it, it's so good to not have an ego. You'll grow so much from it. So much. Just because you can eat animal products doesn't mean you should. Exactly. Ego is not a dirty word, don't you believe? It's not a dirty word, is it? Well, do people think it's dirty? Yes, he's trying to stop animal abuse. He's an animal activist. Yeah. Somebody calling me an idiot by using the wrong. You're an idiot by using the possessive pronoun? Bro, please, Reaper King, the next time you want to insult me, please learn to spell first. I would really appreciate it when you call somebody an idiot that you at least spell it correctly. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Exactly, Chip. Ego can overpower logic. Yeah, Martin, and I think it's because, well, as much as we want to think of ourselves as rational beings or something, I think we are just emotional beings. I think our capacity to think isn't the default thing. It's just a thing we have. It's just a thing we can have. But by default, we were just beings who go by emotions day by day, using our fast brain. And from time to time, we try to rationalize and think and use our slow brain. But I think that's a given. Has science located the ego? I don't know. Dude said it's so good to not have an ego. Yeah. Sometimes I find myself in a position where I let go of my ego. I feel humiliated, and then in the end, I end up feeling way better. And yes, it is much better. Of course, we are emotional beings. We are not unfeeling machines. I don't mean that though, Pia. What I meant was more like, and you're right about that. What I meant is more like we're emotional first. We like to think of ourselves as rational first. What's all this then? Pish posh. What's all this then? Plant lives matter. I think if you think plant lives matter, you should still be vegan because you kill less plants. So if you actually believe that plant lives matter, then you should be vegan, no? What is it you're trying to achieve here? Total animal liberation. That is my ultimate goal. Total animal liberation. Justice. That's my goal. And I speak to oppressors. So my goal is to get people to stop oppressing animals. And I try to do that by speaking to the people who choose to oppress animals. You should look smacks if you want to be in public. Should look smacks. I think I look good enough. But thank you for being concerned. Hey, you want to have a conversation? How old are you?
18.
18? Okay. Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah, no worries. I saw you earlier. I thought I would really like to talk, but I don't have a subject to talk.
You want to come here so that you?
Yes.
What's your name?
Fadel. Fadel.
Pateli? I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
No, again?
Chip.
Chip. All right.
Where are you from?
Switzerland.
Switzerland. What brings you here to Amsterdam? Are you visiting or?
So basically, I had 3 days, a 3 days weekend. I was not sure if where I should go, but a colleague suggested me Amsterdam at work, and therefore today at midnight, I took my bike. I took the first 80 kilometers by bike, and then I took the train, and yeah,
That's pretty fucking good.
yeah.
That's pretty
now
good.
2 hours, and I'm here, and it, I like it very much here, but the biking culture is very different than what we have in Switzerland.
That's a lot more here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I'm an animal activist. I'm on animal rights. I speak. I want to speak up for animals. How do you feel
Yes.
about animals?
So I like that. I like them mostly. So because I also like hiking, therefore I get in touch with a lot of animals, whether it's it it is awkward or not, but mostly they're friendly. But there's also sometimes where I was very scared. For example, at night I was faced in front of a cow and I didn't have any lights, so I was a little bit scared. But in general, I very like animals. Unfortunately, I don't have any animals at home, but they're very very cute, and I I always say, or how do you say it? I'm always regard if other people as an animal. I get I'm like, oh, how cute! I wish I could have had one.
How do you think we should treat animals? Should we treat them like individuals or should we treat them like objects?
To
How should we treat animals? Should we treat them like individuals or should we treat them like objects?
like individuals, in my opinion, because every creature deserves a life.
Yeah.
And animals are just are a part of our life. So they should they should yeah, no, they should be treated well. So
Agree. Do you think when you say animals should be treated well, does that mean we shouldn't kill them, or should we kill animals?
it's a difficult question because I try to minimize eating meat, but sometimes, for example, after a long hike, you think you think now a burger now is delicious. So the problem is the alternatives are. I'm trying to go to get the alternatives, but it's not that we don't have generally in Europe not that base the same level of non food non animal products like animal
What's the
products.
problem with alternatives?
Sorry.
What's the problem with alternatives?
So it's difficult to get them. For example, if you don't have here if you go to if you want to have a burger, you have like 10 meat options, but only one or two.
So you have an alternative.
Yes, yeah, but so for example, in the villages where I, for example, like to hike, there's a they don't like to adjust them to do a non meat meal just for one person, and that's the difficult thing when you
Could you
are.
get some food on yourself, like buy it from a supermarket or something?
It is possible, yes, but it is yeah. Yeah, no, it should work, but always depends on the availability on this on the supermarkets, and also supermarkets. If you have a vegan thing, for example, when you have like a thing with alcohol in it, and then yeah.
Alcohol? What do you mean?
So like there's a like something which is I don't know how to say it in English, but so like in the ingredients, it is written that something has something does have a little bit alcohol when it was prepared, when it was cooked. But
But that's
yeah,
also for animal products, right? Why is that specific to plant products?
no, not specific, but when I check for vegan stuff, for example, vegan sandwiches at my local supermarkets, when you find many like like sauce which was cooked with wine, for example, and this makes it a little bit controversial because I don't like to get to have alcohol in the things.
But even if it's cooked with wine, it doesn't have alcohol in it.
Yeah, yeah, I aim for yes.
You can imagine if it had alcohol, they would have to market as such, because otherwise people
Yeah.
who drive would have to
Yeah.
eat that. It would be a whole different thing. But either way, like, let's say, I think you can find an alternative. There might
Definitely,
be,
yes.
it might be a little bit more difficult, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So-
The thing is, I admit that I'm a little bit too lazy to search for it, but they exist definitely. So
But if you say you love animals, don't you think you should take that little energy that it requires to do that research?
yeah, yeah. If I'm if you are, for example, if you're like in such a city where you have such alternatives, of course, when you can't find anything, you don't need to do to take specifically a burger or something like that. You have also many other opportunities. The problem is when you when you eat meats regularly, the change to not eat it at all or very rarely is difficult. But I must admit I'm a little bit lazy of doing this change my habits. So
Well, what about the animals?
in
Like,
case,
don't you think you should take them into consideration when you're making these choices?
sorry.
Don't you think you should take them into consideration when you're making these choices? Like, do you think you should think about the animals also when you choose to buy a burger, for example?
Yeah.
Because if you choose to buy a burger, you're choosing to pay for an animal to get killed, right?
Yes.
You think you should make a different choice then?
Yes.
Staying, right? Like I, I'm assuming you'll find some options some way, somehow. And it's difficult at first, but do you think
Yes.
that difficulty becomes easier because then you know where to find them?
Yes, and I think the generally the first step is always the hardest to
Yeah.
hardest, and I'm trying to get to the first step, but I'm not quite. I'm on the midway, I would say, or half the midway, but I'm trying to get the first step.
But every time you buy an animal product, let me just put it this way: every time you buy an animal product,
Yes,
whether that's at the restaurant, at the supermarket, wherever,
yes,
you're paying for an animal to be exploited to that.
yes,
You realize that?
yeah,
Yeah. And you think you shouldn't do that, right?
no,
Yeah. So you just don't know how to do it.
yeah. So
Let me give you a card. It will help you out with that, okay? So there's a thing here called Challenge 22.
Mhm.
They hook you up with a dietitian. They send you recipes every day, and they help you go vegan for free.
it's on a website.
Yeah, yeah. And
And
let me give you a map of Amsterdam of vegan restaurants because you have also that.
So, and this I can get in any supermarket, so it doesn't matter.
You just have to. It's a website. You put your name and your email there, and they put you in a group and they help you go vegan for free. And this is a map of vegan restaurants in Amsterdam.
And
If you're-
we're here, right?
We are, yeah, somewhere there. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly there. Yeah. Oh, you already know the map of Amsterdam. I was like,
Approximately.
yeah. You did very well. You did
I
better.
also in German. All right.
Yeah. So, can you until you just watch this one? Wait, this one, Gary Yourofsky, the most important speech ever here. Can you give that one a watch? None. You don't have to do that now.
Yeah. I see it's 1 hour.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. But until you watch it, can you choose to not consume any animal products?
So, sorry.
Until you watch it, can you choose to not consume any animal products?
I give my best to.
For the animals, not
Yes,
for me,
yes,
not for you,
yes.
but for them. Okay?
Yes, I give my best to to change it. Yeah, because it is, to be honest, laziness, and
It's not worth it. Is
yes.
it? It's not really fair towards them for laziness.
Yes.
Is it? Just watch that video and you see what I mean, okay?
All right. But
Appreciate you, man.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, and
Have
thank
a
you
nice
for
day.
stopping by. Have a good one.
No worries. Bye-bye.
Enjoy Amsterdam. Good luck. Okay. I don't know if I think I'm gonna put the sign down and I wanna start closing it. And if somebody comes and has a conversation with me, we'll then have really likable and honest guy. Everyone's so honest today. I love it. Yeah. I think what I'm seeing more and more, Renee, is that just putting your shoulders down, being like, oh, people will be honest. The minute that you address their concern and you're honest with them, they'll also be honest back. Cyrus says, cry louder. Do you think that I'm crying right now, Cyrus? Steak burger or nah? Not abuse animals. Do not abuse animals. Chip, you're awesome. Thank you, Dingbat. Appreciate you. Argentina Steakhouse. Or, don't abuse animals. The guy is ready to change. I also think so. Yeah, they often just mirror on our own behaviorisms. I agree, but it's hard to pull it off every time. It is, yeah. It helps to take days off. You can't be honest and vegan. It's impossible, seemingly. Yeah, sure. I mean, keep thinking that way. Maybe at some point you'll learn about it. Exactamundo. Maybe at some point you'll learn that being vegan just means we reject the slavery of animals. So maybe you too will at some point be against slavery, because I know I am. We exploit non-human babies. I don't understand what makes it different. Yeah, that's exactly it, right. We shouldn't be exploiting non-human babies. If we're not supposed to eat animals, why are they made of meat? If we're not supposed to eat humans, why are they made of meat? Being vegan just means you have to have a thick skin and deal with people that don't understand To some extent, Iron Decker. Chip, I think people like that last guy who would like animal justice to anyone also. It's a good point, Jake, huh? Maybe I should put animal justice on the card. Next time I make the cards, I'll put animal justice. Hope I remember that. That was a good conversation. Yeah, my family is mostly vegetarian. Nice. Well, vegetarians still exploit animals for dairy products and eggs and all that, so maybe choose to not do that also. Chip's gonna drop veganism after we speak. I'm not gonna start exploiting animals. Am I always gonna call myself vegan? I kept saying it. I probably am not always gonna call myself vegan. Not because I have a problem with the word, but because some people have a problem with it. So I will never exploit animals though, and I will continue to fight for their rights. That's just something that it's ingrained in me. I cannot stop doing that. Sorry, just cannot. Animals deserve to live just as much as we do. They deserve to not be exploited just as much as we do. Can you give a shout out in Romanian to I Almi6617? Shout out in Romanian. I don't even know how you say that in Romanian. Salut. Almi6617. 6617. You wanna have a conversation? Oh wait, how old are you? You can't have it. You're very young, right? Yeah, you have to be 18 and plus. Sorry. Collagen, B12 are two important nutrients only from animal sources. Well, collagen is not an essential micronutrient. We can produce that. And B12, you can supplement it. So there you go. And the animals also get it from a supplement. So if you think you're not getting it from a supplement, you're getting it from a supplement. All animals are supplemented for B12. Cows are supplemented cobalamin. They're supplemented cobalt, and the other animals are supplemented cobalamin. So you get the supplement regardless for B12. So might as well just get the supplement yourself instead of abusing animals. Or at least let me put it this way: I wouldn't say I'm not gonna take a pill. I'll take the pill, put it in a dog, stab the dog to death, and then eat their flesh. I wouldn't do that. But if you think that's okay to do, I mean, that's kind of crazy. But if you want to do that, loco. Organic farming doesn't. Yeah, and that's exactly it. Organic farming doesn't. And that's why when I was not vegan, when I wasn't even vegan, when I was consuming animal products, I was consuming organic animal products. And what was happening is I had a severe B12 deficiency, a severe one. Because you think you're getting B12 from animal products, but if the farmers don't supplement it, then you're not going to get it. And you're going to have a severe B12 deficiency. And I had it so much that I had to do injections on my own. It was fucked. So how about you just get a supplement yourself, huh? I have to supplement B12 for the rest of my life, regardless if I consume animal products or not, because of that severe B12 deficiency. Just get B12. Oh, and if you want, there's fortified foods with B12. If you don't want to, if you have a problem with the pill, there's B12 spray. There's all sorts of ways. There's under the tongue. You can put like a little bit of a liquid. So all sorts of ways. So, nutritional yeast is a lot of the times fortified with B12. Not always, though, but a lot of the times. So just get B12. Doesn't matter. Energy drinks also have B12. I didn't even know that. I don't drink energy drinks, though. 100% this man is unmarried and has a backlog of disastrous relationships. He's fucking crazy. Well, actually, I'm not married. That's true, but I'm not married because I don't believe in marriage. Disastrous relationships? No, not at all. In fact, I'm pretty much friends with all my exes because a lot of the times we came to terms that we weren't really good for each other, so we broke up. We weren't grown ups about it. So disastrous relationships? Not really. No, I had some pretty good relationships. Raw milk. Wow. Okay, so let me make it perfectly clear for you. Whether you choose to abuse animals or not, I hope you don't. I hope you're smart enough, and I hope you have at least I hope that you're morally consistent, and I hope you choose to no longer abuse cats, dogs, or other animals for whatever reason. I hope that. But if you do choose to abuse animals because you, for some reason, get pleasure from abusing animals, I hope that you do not behave in a stupid manner and say, well, I might as well lick the tits of a cow, because that's not good, okay? Raw milk is fucking stupid. If you think raw milk is good for you, then you have been lied to by pretty stupid people. Please don't be an NPC. If you are going to drink milk, drink it pasteurized. Don't be fucking stupid, okay? Don't harm everyone else in the process. In fact, recently, I think in the US, there's been an outbreak because of people drinking raw milk. Don't be fucking stupid, okay? Okay, just don't be fucking stupid. That's all I'm asking of you. We can do that, okay? You want to be an animal abuser? That's kind of fucked. It definitely is. But don't be fucking stupid animal abuser. Thank you. Thank you, okay? So many people got triggered by that whole thing. Uh, the raw milk and the raw meat and even the whole raw vegans that's all just silly. It's just such silliness. I mean, at least as a raw vegan, you don't get any of the diseases. But raw milk and raw meat is just like, it's essentially like playing Russian roulette and claiming somehow that, oh, I'm gonna play like, it's literally playing Russian roulette and saying, you see, it's healthy to play Russian roulette because I never died from it. Okay, but at some point, the probability of something bad happening to you is gonna come and bite you in the ass, because you see, the pathogens that can live in raw milk and raw milk are pretty fucking dangerous, not just to you, but to everyone around you also. This is me telling you this as a nutritionist, not as a vegan or an animal rights activist. Although I am both, or all three. But yeah, let's come back to animals, right? It's kind of funny. Raw milk. Stupid. My comment was about natural substances compared to manufactured supplements. You missed that. Who gives a shit what's natural? Nature is kind of stupid, by the way. If you understood how evolution works, you wouldn't be like, oh, natural is better. It isn't. Nature just favors that you reproduce. That's it. The minute that you reproduce, you're no longer. It just favors your fertility. It doesn't favor you to be healthy or anything like that. Yeah, nature is stupid. Yeah, nature's pretty stupid. Yeah, I mean, it's just natural selection, isn't it? The way we're built and everything else is just natural selection, isn't it? Oh, my quads. Pretty good quads, huh? And let's spread. Somebody, one guy walking down the street goes, veganism is bad for the environment. No, it is not. It is. Any person going vegan or on a plant-based diet will use 4 times less land, 30% less eutrophication, I think 50% less biodiversity loss, and somewhere like 32% less water. So there you go. It's monumentally better. Marissa. Hey, Marissa. Who cares about the environment, really? I'm also environmentalist. You need to get checked for narcissistic personality disorder. If you say so, bro. I mean, I did 7 years of therapy. I'm anything but a narcissist, but you know, if I tell people to not abuse animals, I become a narcissist, because how dare I tell people not to abuse animals, huh? So far from a narcissist. I kind of wish I was one now that I'm thinking about it. Nah, I don't wish I was one. I'm good. Can I drink milk from a bull? Well, bulls don't make milk. How about you just leave all animals alone? I wouldn't be okay with you jerking off a bull to take their sperm for nutrition. So don't do that. Chip, you look awesome, and your work is priceless. I appreciate you there. Der vegane Prus. Is it vegan to eat paper? As long as it's made without exploiting animals, yes. I'm going to the supermarket. See you later, Ben G. What do you think about wild animals killing other weaker animals? Well, if we should give them options to stop.
Yeah.
You a leftist? No, I'm a advocate for justice. There's issues where I'm more on the left and issues where I'm somewhere in the middle. But I'm generally on the left. Yeah, I believe there's a lot of things that work better in a social democracy. When I went vegan, my epic furry gained 2 inches. I don't know what that means, Sky. You are a centrist? No, probably not a centrist. If you were to identify me, I'm very much on the left, actually. But depends on where you're looking, because in US, by US standards, I'm far away on the left. By Dutch standards, there's some things I'm more center. Well, sorry. By Northern standards, there's some things I'm center. By Dutch standards, I'm still on the left because a lot of Dutch people are on the right. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. It's hard to say. I know a leftist when I hear one. Doesn't sound like you do. It just sounds like you. It just sounds like you're very much engaged with identity politics, and identity politics it's a stupid thing to do. I'll tell you that. Identity politics is what's destroying the world currently. It only creates division and just makes people a little bit stupider. Not only that, but it also makes you worse off because identity politics just forces you in a position that you may not agree with. Chip is afraid of firearms, but he always brings his gun. Sky, I'm not afraid of firearms, but yes, I bring the guns. I'm just like against the guns. Come on, everyone, tell me. I'm vegan, huh? Tell me how you cannot build muscle on a plant-based diet. Tell me. Tell me how difficult it is. Oh, it's difficult to build muscle on a plant-based diet. Let me drink my raw milk, brother. I mean, listen, if you produce milk, like if your body produces milk, I have no problem with you drinking your own milk. Just like I have no problem with you cutting your leg and eating your flesh from your leg or you eating your own shit. I have no problem with that. You do what you want with your body. But if you take the body of a sentient being like a cow and you say, I have power over them, therefore it's justified for me to rape her, take away her babies so that I can get her milk, then drink her titty juice while also endangering me and other individuals like me in the process, and then saying, well, it's okay for me to cut her and chop her into pieces because she was born in a way that, she was born a cow. She wasn't born a human. If she were born a human, I wouldn't do that to her. Or maybe I would if the law allowed me. I don't have a problem with what you put in your mouth. You have to understand this. This isn't about what you put in your mouth. This is about not forcing chickens into gas chambers. This is about not, raping cows, not forcing pigs into gas chambers. But, none of you understand that. It seems like it's a difficult question. Like the minute we bring the cows, chickens, and pigs, like just think about how brainwashed you are. Just think about it. Like I was just as brainwashed as you, but just think about like conceptually how brainwashed you are when if we think a dog, we think petting them, and we think that's what we should do them. It's wrong to do anything harm to them. But then when you think of a cow, you just think of milk. Cow equals milk for you, or steak for some people. Like imagine how brainwashed you are to think that way, when instead a cow behaves very much like a dog in their natural, normal life. They very much show empathy, love, affection towards their human companions or towards their other non-human companions. They very much play with a ball. You throw them a ball and they play with that. And yet you think, oh, cow equals milk. I should kill them for that. It's okay to do them to that. Why? Because that's just the label you assign to them in your head. That's just what somebody taught you at some point, and you cannot escape that thinking. It's brainwashing. That's what it is. Indoctrination. It's all about rational versus indoctrination. Exactly, it's indoctrination. That's all it is, huh? RMS, I'm sorry, I just realized that you're spamming. And I think you were told to stop, weren't you? There you go. Now you can stop spamming. Now you can just listen and take a break from all that spamming. It will do you good. Oh, I see you, Paul Sota. You're also spamming. Yes, here we go. You can also take a break. There we go. We took another break. There we go. All that spamming doesn't serve anybody good, does it? Why do you say about mycelium sentience? Why is our kind of sentience more valuable? Mycelium are not sentient. And if you say that they are, please provide evidence for that. There's his narcissistic personality again, because I silenced the people who were not even talking about the subject, that were just crapping on me repeatedly while spamming at the same time. That's narcissistic. Yeah, that's fun. I was spamming too. Well, I guess you stopped. You vegans advocate for avocados. When did I say? Did I even say avocado? This is the first time I say avocados in this whole thing. So consider that still kills animals. You're weird. Well, we're against animal exploitation. If it wasn't clear for you, I'm against animal slavery. I don't want animals to be enslaved. You know, I hope you understand that. The slavery is a different thing. Yeah, I'm also against violence towards animals, but I do understand that there's necessary violence. For example, when an animal enters my house and the only way for me to take them out is to be violent, that's necessary violence. For example, when a bear attacks me and I need to defend myself, that is necessary violence. For example, if somebody steals my food and I'm trying to stop them and the only way for me to stop them is by inflicting violence, that's necessary violence. So when the violence is necessary, you can justify it. However, in every situation that it isn't, you cannot possibly justify violence, can you? Just saying. Be smart. Don't just be stupid, okay? Be smart. Think. No stream without lions, avocados, Jesus, and insects. Yeah. Plus, most of the avocados are consumed by people who consume animal products. So yeah.
Even vragen.
Yes, but English, please.
No, I cannot.
You cannot English? Well, I don't want to speak Dutch. So, just to be clear, this person said he has a question for me, and he came to ask me the question. Oh, I guess he wanted to hear the question, but only in German when we're in a Dutch city. The fuck? Some people, I swear to God, man. Some people. I wish there was a way at least to reach someone off, like, handle like vegan gains, but that guy is a jerk. He won't listen unless I'm a Jew giving some lectures, man. What? I wish there was a way at least to reach someone off, handle like vegan gains. I don't know what that means. Against slavery, but animal captivity is okay? No, that's still slavery. What are you talking about, J. Paul? When did I say I'm okay with the slave trade of pets? I'm not okay with the slave trade of pets. I was pretty clear on that. There are veganic farms, vertical and precision fermentation. Let's move there. Totally agree with that. Germans are pretty entitled. Expect everyone to speak their language in countries they visit. It's so cringe. You're not the center of the universe, Renee. That was fucking funny, wasn't it? The reality is me and Chip likely disagree on lots. I'm more right than left, but I value that he defends the innocent and has the integrity to change. Appreciate that, JD. It's one thing that I appreciate about the vegan movements. We can all agree that it's wrong to abuse animals. Vegans are much are all for avocados. I haven't eaten an avocado in months, but yeah, go ahead if you say so. The nonsense matter in the chat is like, why say such stupid stuff? But then why use slavery and never refer to it as captivity? J. Paul, I don't know what you mean. If you want to actually mention something that's relevant, mention it. Otherwise, I don't know what all these questions, these leading questions, are leading to. You know, I'm speaking about animal rights. If you're trying to claim, well, I'm a hypocrite, if you're trying to give me questions that perceive me as a hypocrite, even if that were the case, even if I were a hypocrite, let's say you find the right questions which show me as a hypocrite. First of all, I don't think I am. And if I were, I want to change. But let's say that you find some questions where I'm a hypocrite. Doesn't mean that what I'm saying is not true. Doesn't mean that me saying that you shouldn't exploit animals to death isn't true. That would be an appeal to hypocrisy. So maybe stop doing that. Chip, maybe you're not always right about everything. That's exactly what I'm saying. I may not be right, but I correct myself when I'm not right. I don't double it down like a egomaniac like most people do. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go, everyone. I want to give a shout out, okay, Dandelion Gum, for being the first to find the secret number in the thumbnail. Linda, I hope you also found your name in the thumbnail. I put Linda's name in the thumbnail somewhere. I hope she found it. Um, I also want to give a shout out to Draculum for being the first to comment on the last stream. In case you don't know, we give shout outs to people who comment when the stream ends. Draculum got a shout out. Let's go. And, you know, I want to give a shout out to all my moderators and amazing people who keep following me and who keep being here. I appreciate you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I like seeing the number go up. You know, gives me dopamine. But not just that. I really want to get this going more. I really want to have more conversations with people. I really want to. I'm trying to be more productive, and maybe I won't always achieve it, but when I can, I'll try to be that. You're not a hypocrite, not at all. I'm pointing out that humans suffered as slaves, and using it for animals is degrading. What are you talking about? The treatment of slaves was very similar to the treatment of animals. It is slavery. It's not degrading to call slavery slavery. It's animal slavery. You're very much appreciated. Thank you, Pia. Pigs screaming for somebody finds the fact that pigs are screaming for their life funny. Yeah, I mean, you know, some people laugh at jokes. Some people laugh while watching stand up. I'm very much a fan of improv, but John Clintero here laughs when he hears that people screams for their people that pigs scream for their lives. You know, some people laugh at the thought of violence towards innocent animals. They find that funny. I personally don't, but you know, you are you. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. When will I be back? Probably tomorrow. I'm gonna do tomorrow. We'll have We the Free, and we probably also early on, same hour, and probably also maybe for like an hour less than today. So yeah, Draculum was first. Yeah, Draculum was first. Yeah. If you want to debate me, I'll do a Discord next week. I don't know exactly on which days, but I'll do a Discord next week, and we'll have some proper debates together. So you know, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Okay? It's gonna be a good day. You know, it's gonna be a good day. It's implying that human suffering is equal to animal suffering, and Slave would protest that insinuation. Yeah, any form of suffering is equal to any other form of suffering. I can't say, let me explain this to you before I go, okay? So, I cannot say that my suffering is more than the suffering of others. Every single time I suffer, I feel like it's the worst thing in the world for me. And I acknowledge that it is the worst thing in the world for me. My suffering matters to me, and it's the worst thing in the world to me. The animal suffering is the worst thing in the world for them, and it matters to them. and the slave suffering was the worst thing in the world for them, and it mattered to them. Trying to compare who suffers more will not be productive, and it's almost impossible to compare, because maybe I have no problem cutting my finger. You see, I have a finger. You see here, I have a little bit of a finger cut over here while I was helping my parents build a shed. I cut my little finger over here, and while that didn't hurt, and I have no problem with it, to some people when they cut their finger, like my mom, for example. Well, also she didn't complain there, but she has moments when she's like, "Oh, that I don't like that," and she's like, "Oh, I really don't like that." So you see, everyone perceives their own exploitation, their own slavery in their own way. So it's almost nearly impossible to compare my suffering, my exploitation to somebody else's. All I can say is that exploiting me suffering is bad for me. Exploiting someone else, their suffering is bad for them. So when I say it is slavery, I'm not saying that one is worse, they're equal, one is better. I'm saying for the victims, whether they're a human animal or a non-human animal, the slavery, the exploitation that they suffer from is exactly the same, because all of them deserve to live and not be enslaved. You understand that? That's all it is. And if you make the argument saying that, yeah, but some are more aware of the slavery, which somehow makes it worse, well, you could also go down the route, because when you try to make these comparisons, it becomes pretty hard to get to a good enough comparison, because you can also make the argument that animals, while maybe they cannot think in retrospect or understand the position that they're in, they very much live in the moment and feel with much greater intensity what it is that they're feeling. So you see, it's not a black and white thing to compare injustices for individuals. But what we can say safely is that when the injustice is done to you, it's very important to you that the injustice stops, and it's the same for all animals and for all other sentient beings. Slavery was closer in history. I mean, I just say 200 years to get other people to agree. I don't want to debate when it was closer. What you just said, interesting. That is productive conversation. Not saying I'll agree, but we each can choose. That's all I'm saying. I for a long, I had a sister. I grew up with a sister. I grew up with a sibling. A lot of the times we had to, fight for our parents' affection, if I could say that. A lot of the times we said, you know what, I suffer more, you suffer more. But then again, you don't know. Only when became a teenager and became good friends with my sister, did we realize that we suffered in different ways. We both suffered in different ways, which was incredibly fucked up to say that my suffering was worse than hers. I don't know whose was worse. We just suffered in different ways. Do you debate human rights? Yeah, gladly. I would. Yeah, I also care very much for human rights, and I've been looking to get into it. So I will also gladly debate human rights. As a leftist, fuck liberals. They're just rainbow capitalists. I also don't know about that, because liberal just means somebody who cares about the rights of others. There's a particular definition that I subscribe to, and if that's the definition that you mean, then I think everyone should be a liberal. If you subscribe by the definition of of this identity politics type of situation, and people who just get offended for no reason, then I also fuck those people, because I don't really like that also. Why are you always in Netherlands? Because I live here. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I'll see you in the next one.